Back. I'm fucking back. I'm reviewing Asmongold. Apparently YouTube doesn't like it. Reviewing videos like halfway through a live stream. But you know, now it's called reviewing videos, so you know, we're reviewing. YouTube, we review.
And I also say peace through strength, you know, and all over the Indo-Pacific. And to that end, we also remain committed to the effort I began in my first term to ensure safety and stability on the Korean Peninsula.
What the fuck you on about? Like they are. Like fucking like, is it like, it sounds like Donald Trump's a bitch, you know? Is it just me? You know, we are fucking making sure nobody fucking messes with anybody, because you know we got loads of money from China.
Oh, Prime Minister, that's North Korea. Ishiba and I spoke long and hard about a vital economic relationship between our two countries and the continuance
economic relationship between our countries. Like, fucking, so you're gonna bow down to fucking like money talks, I suppose. Money fucking talks.
Of that relationship, the United States and Japan trade over $300 billion in goods and services each year.
Press the like button, people.
Japan has invested nearly $800 billion, and that's going to go up very substantially in the coming months, more than any other country. I don't know how much they have money. They're going to have some competition. We have a lot of people.
You didn't know how much money? Like, why do you think fucking like Donald Trump is just bending over backwards for these fucking Japanese fucking cunts, you know? Like, obviously, it's all this worth a lot of money, you know? Like, do you know how much concrete is worth? You know? Do you know how much concrete industry is worth? Asmongold, like, from China and Japan, you know? Like, I mean, maybe not Japan, but like fucking China. Like, fucking, like the East is fucking a lot of fucking money, you know? A lot of money. They're not gonna fucking, they're not gonna fucking, they're not gonna fucking ruin that. They're not gonna ruin that. It's a lot of money. Donald Trump's all about the money, you know? He's obsessed with money. It's not gonna ruin this. It's not gonna ruin that relationship. When fucking China gives more money than fucking any country on the planet, you know, and that's for everybody, by the way. You know, literally, there's more money coming out of China than there is fucking any fucking place on the planet. You know, that's the facts. You know, you can all be fucking all bloody high and mighty and go, oh, but we don't like the slave trade and fucking. But there's so much money that fucking our country makes off of China. You know, mobile phones and like, like the technology that China has, like, it's just unfathomable, fathomable. Like, it's unfathomable. Like, you can't even comprehend like that amount of money. You know, it's too much money. Like, you can't say no to China because it's fucking, you know, like, it's that much money. You can't fucking, if you did, then the economy would implode. If you said, China, you gotta sort out your fucking slave labour, like, the world would end. You know, the economy would fucking implode. That's how much influence China has, and they know it. China knows like how much influence they have. That's why they can get away with fucking calling Donald Trump a dickhead. You know, they can literally just get away with calling Donald Trump a dickhead, and Donald Trump just says, "Oh, yep, I'm a dickhead." You're probably right. You know, I'm a fucking dickhead. I'm not even joking. Like fucking China, just shut up. You know how much money. You know how much money you make out of us? Out of us fucking cunts. You know how much money you making out of us cunts? Like, yeah, I know how much money you make out of us cunts. Well, shut the fuck up then. It's like, all right, sorry, sir. You know, like, everybody has to bow down to China, like, because like they've created a society that's just fucking production, like it's just complete production. They just produce more than any other country on the planet, and there's no beating that. You can't beat that. You know, you can't beat that.
Coming in and investing in the United States. I think the feeling throughout the world has never been stronger about this country. As a result of our victory in 2024, the presidential election, the Japanese investment and technology giant SoftBank announced plans to invest between 100 and 200 billion dollars, and we have many other companies investing that number, higher than that number, some a little bit less, but we have trillions of dollars of investment pouring into our country now that you didn't have just a short while ago. Today, our teams discussed how our two
because of China. Like, is actually going back on his word right here. You know, is like saying that we're gonna fucking make China pay tariffs and shit, but like, it's actually going back on what he said originally and saying, you know, oh, we made a deal, and you know, yep, China's fucking right. We're making loads of profit out of fucking China. You're right. You know, we don't need no tariffs on China and Japan. You know,
nations can do even more to stay on the cutting edge of artificial intelligence, along with the quantum computing, semiconductors, and other critical technologies. And they're coming out. The problem with technology that kind, it's obsolete in about 2 days, so we have to start all over again. Doesn't last long. He
has no idea what he's talking about. that's my god laugh. But yeah, I mean, he's right. You know, like. It's trying to say that, like fucking the American AI is going to be better than fucking China's AI. That's Japan's AI. That's what he's trying to say, because he's pumped a load of money into fucking AI for America, and he's realised that fucking China's AI is way ahead of that, you know, because we haven't even got a program to deal with AI. So like, he's trying to say, he's trying to belittle like somebody and say that we can do it better in America, and they've only just started the fucking AI program.
Agreed to cooperate even more closely to combat the Chinese economic aggression, which is quite aggressive.
Which is stupid, by the way, you know, because like fucking Google's been at it for fucking God knows how long. Like, you know, you can't beat Google's AI, you know. Apparently, China did beat Google's AI with what's that fucking AI that they fucking made for like 5 billion or something? 5 million? 5 million? 6 million? mean, like, all they've done is fucking, they've took Google's AI and fucking used all China's information, which is a lot of information, you know. Like, China is an information gatherer, you know. China has always been an information gatherer, and all the information is used publicly for China's goals, you know. For, like, in America, they gather information, they keep it all secret. In England, they gather information about the public, they keep it all secret. So the AI doesn't work, you know. There's no way you can fucking make an AI in England, because it's all the information is secret. In China, it's all public knowledge, but you can't. Well, it's not public knowledge; it's government knowledge, but you know, it's all public because it's all paid for by taxpayers. But it's all keeps like they can keep it all secret, but they can use it all on the public. In England, we can't use the information against the public most of the time, unless we've done something wrong, you know, unless we've committed an offence. So you can't like use that because it'd be privacy. It'd be a privacy issue. In China, it doesn't matter about privacy. You know, you don't have no privacy in China. So they can use all the public information about the public, like whenever they want. So they can make an AI better than fucking any country on the planet. Just the way it is. Just like that, you know. Just like that, you know. Like, you know, wake up one day and go, £5 million, make a fucking AI better than fucking Google. ChatGPT, make a AI better than fucking ChatGPT. China's like, yep, done. Fucking done. £5 million, no problem. £5 million goes a long way in China as well, you know. Like, $5 million goes a long ass way. Easy for China. Easy. Anything technological, China can fucking do it. For a fucking fraction of the cost, you know? Like, it cost fucking Google fucking hundreds, 500 billion pounds, I think it was. Or 50 billion pounds or something like that. Fucking something ridiculous. Billion, not million, billion, you know? to make the AI the way it is. Like £6 million China did it for, you know. That's because they have access to all the information about everybody, like in China, like every single person in China, and you know, once you have like accessibility to every fucking like conversation and, you know, text message and fucking all, like every information that you get, you know. In England, you're not allowed to have that information, you know, because it's all private. Blah, blah, blah. But in China, you know, you're allowed all the information. You know, you're gonna get like such better results because you can have access to all the information about like how people talk, like why people talk about what they're talking about, and, you know, like why you get passive aggressive, and like it's just like they've been fucking collecting all this information for years, China. They've been spying on fucking people for years. They don't ever stop spying on people, you know. In fact, it's fucking common knowledge that fucking China spies on its fucking own. It's on its own people. And other people, you know? And other fucking countries. And China's just like, well, everyone knows it, you know? Let's fucking use it. And they can build a fucking AI better than fucking chat GPT. 2 seconds. £5 million, £6 million, you know, no.
I'm also pleased to announce that Japan will soon begin importing historic new shipments of clean American liquefied natural gas in record numbers. It'll be record numbers. With our Secretary of the Interior, we were talking, I think Doug is here. Hello, Doug. Please stand up, Doug. Doug Burgum, everybody. We're talking about the pipeline in Alaska, which is the closest point of major oil and gas to Japan by far. Less than half the distance of any other location. We're talking about a joint venture of some type between Japan and us, having to do with Alaska oil and gas. And
America is obsessed with oil and gas. Obsessed. You know, like England, like, we need to get past oil and gas. So we're building like new nuclear power plants all the time. America is just still on oil and gas. And I don't know like what's the I don't know what that means. But I'm just like wondering, like, should England be doing what Donald Trump is doing? And because like England has always been a war country, you know. It's always been about war, you know. It's always been about fucking occupying, gaining resources, you know, finding resources, like fucking negotiating for resources. I think we've lost that in this country. Like, we've completely lost that. We don't go out and fucking fight for resources anymore. You know, like, it's like we need fucking oil and gas. Nah, we don't. We'll just fucking make nuclear power instead. You know, like, nobody's gonna be able to drive a car anymore. You know, that's what we'll do. Good idea. You know, stop driving your cars. We'll put all tax on everyone's cars, and you'll all stop driving your cars. Because, like, we can't be arsed fucking going out across the world and occupying countries to get control of the resources. Even though, like, many countries are misusing the resources for wars and shit, you know, against the West. That's what's happening, you know. They have all the control over the natural gas and natural fucking oil. That these countries are using that money to fuel wars with the person that they're selling the fucking money, the fucking natural gas to. That's why there's wars in the world. It's a bit ridiculous. But, you know, also, it's fucking the West's fault because they won't pay Russia the fucking prices that it wants for its natural gas and oil. So, you know, like, because they don't like fucking Russia going to war with Ukraine. So I don't know what to do about that, you know. Like, is that right? I don't know. Like the reason we are at war with Russia is because the West will not pay Russia's prices for the natural gas of Russia. They'd rather buy it from Ukraine, and Ukraine used to belong to Russia, so like they're pissed off, you know. It's fucking pathetic. It's fucking pathetic. People go to war fucking over nothing, you know. Over nothing. I'd sort it out one of the day. You know. I mean, like it'll cost us a bit more, but you know. Like, why can't we just let Russia be Russia? Just let Russia. Russia is a great country. Like, has anyone seen Russia? Like, I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen Russia on YouTube. It's a fucking great country. People are happy there. Like, I don't see any problem with Russia. You know, Putin. You know, questionable. You know, Putin's questionable. But like, you know. If the fucking country works, and Putin's been in charge of the country for God knows how long, like, who's to say it's wrong, you know? Like, you can't say that's wrong.
That's very exciting. They're very excited about it. So as we deepen our economic relationship, I made clear that the United States will be conducting trade with all countries based on the principle of fairness and reciprocity.
What the fuck does reciprocity mean? Reciprocity. Reciprocity. Reciprocation. Reciprocating. Reciprocity is the act of exchanging things with others, usually to gain mutual benefit. It is a social norm that is often described as give and take, or two-way street. Reciprocate.
Chronic trade deficits
That's the word I always pronounce
undermine our economy. They really do, and we're going to get rid of the trade. We have a trade deficit with Japan of over $100 billion, but we're going to work that out, and I think very quickly, frankly. We can do it just on oil and gas. We can work it out, so.
See what I mean? He's obsessed with oil and gas. He's obsessed. He'll work anything out for oil and gas. Like the problem is, America's so big, and like everybody uses petrol. Like they need fucking oil and gas. So like they'll do anything for oil and gas. Like they won't build nuclear power plants. So they will not build nuclear power plants. I mean, they can't afford nuclear power plants. Like, they've got to build nuclear weapons. They're building nuclear weapons. Like they're building more and more nuclear weapons. Like you wouldn't believe. Like I like Donald Trump, but like I'm telling you, he's gonna fucking blow the world up. He's gonna fucking blow the world up. Like he can't build nuclear power plants. He can't do an executive order like fucking let people build nuclear power plants in America. Like why do you not build America? Why do you not build nuclear power plants in America? I'll tell you why you don't build nuclear power plants in America, because it's a target. It's a target, and if they build nuclear power plants in America, they will be targeted. Like, he knows that he's going to be targeted. Like, he always wears a fucking bulletproof vest, you know. You think fucking Donald Trump is this big usually? No, he's always wearing a bulletproof vest. Like, he knows that he's going to be targeted for his ideals. If he makes a nuclear power plant, you know, that's going to be targeted. So he can't allow nuclear power plants, which is so weird because like he could easily get away from oil and gas just like that, you know, like his reliance on oil and gas. Like, England's done it, you know. I think that's why America's pissed off with England, because we managed to. I mean, we didn't have a choice, to be honest. We didn't have a choice. We had to do it because everybody wanted us to get out of fucking Afghanistan and Iraq and, you know, war and rules and, you know, we couldn't hold the pipelines, you know, we couldn't and, you know, then Ukraine happened. We're not going to pay Russia's prices for oil and gas. We'll just buy from Ukraine. Rare earth minerals, you know, or just buy from Ukraine. Oh, Russia don't like that, you know. You're not going to buy from Russia? Like, fucking, you know, this is fucking, everyone's put sanctions on Russia. Like, don't buy from Russia, buy from Ukraine. Of course fucking Russia's going to go to war with Ukraine, you know? Like, the West has forced this to happen, you know? It's fucking, like, it's obvious, you know? Like, when Donald Trump says that would have never happened, you know? Like, how do you stop that? When all the world wants to buy cheap fucking natural minerals from Ukraine, rare earth minerals from Ukraine, and not from Russia, you know? And then Russia gets pissed off because their fucking rare earth minerals are too expensive. Because his country is more expensive than Ukraine. Right? And Ukraine used to belong to Russia. Of course Putin's going to be pissed off with that. Vote for JoeKingAudits, King of the World. I'll pay Putin. I'll pay him. I'll fucking pay his prices. You know, I don't give a shit. I will buy from Putin. You know, I'll buy all his shit. You know, I'll buy everything. You know, I'll let him think he's won. If he fucking steps out of place once, I'll fucking nuke him. Like, I'm not even joking yet. I'll fucking nuke him if he steps out of place once. I'll buy all his shit to fucking give peace to Ukraine. I'll buy everything from Ukraine. Fuck Ukraine. You know, your paw. You know, you won't fucking submit to Putin's law. You know, fuck you. I'll just buy from Putin. And just, like, I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal with Putin. Vote for JoeKingAudits, King of the World. I'll make a deal with Putin. I'll buy from Putin. I will buy. I'll buy whatever he fucking wants, you know. We'll give him a little bit of money. We don't have to buy everything, you know. You know, we'll just say, oh, we need some fucking gas. Putin, can you give us some? Yep, we got loads of gas. Deal. Right, can we have a peace in fucking Ukraine? Okay, as long as you keep buying from me and not fucking Ukraine. You know, that's the problem, you know. We keep buying from Ukraine. When Russia's like, fucking, I've got fucking gas, I've got fucking natural resources. Like, why don't you buy from me? Why are you fucking singling me out, bullying me? Like, Russia, Putin just thinks he's getting bullied. He's getting bullied, you know. He's getting bullied by the whole world. And, like, obviously not going to be happy. You know, like, fucking, I won't be happy if I were Putin in control of a country for that long, a very successful country, I might add. And then everyone's fucking like, you know, I'm not gonna sanction fucking Russia. I'm not buying from Russia anymore. Nobody can buy from Russia. You know, imagine if that happened to you. If you were in playground and like nobody bought your fucking cakes. What do you expect is going to happen?
We intend to do it very quickly. We both understand that. And as America welcomes new foreign investment, we also want to ensure that companies build their products and factories here in America, not simply buy the assets that we have. And Japan is going to be opening up auto plants. New auto plants are being built currently as we speak. They've just been started. Toyota is one, and Nissan's going to be doing something very exciting about U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment rather than a purchase. We didn't like the idea. U.S. Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in the world for 15 years, many years ago, 80 years ago. And we didn't want to see that.
What? Like, you're talking about oil and gas again. Very, very important company, oil and gas.
Leave, and it wouldn't actually leave, but the concept psychologically not good. So they've agreed to
Leave. What?
Invest heavily in U.S. Steel as opposed to own it.
Oh boy.
And that sounds very exciting. And we're going to meet with Nissan. An investment rather than a purchase. We didn't like the idea. U.S. Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in
Nissan.
About U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment. Toyota's one, and Nissan's going to be doing something very exciting about U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment rather than a purchase. We didn't like the idea.
Why is that exciting? Purchase what into this country, into America? Like, it's more exciting if an investment.
Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in the world for 15 years, many years ago, 80 years ago. And we didn't want to see that leave. And it wouldn't actually leave, but the concept, psychologically not good. So they've agreed to invest heavily.
This is the problem with fucking. I knew a point there somewhere. But this is the problem with American cars, you know. Like the people, the reason that Europe doesn't buy American cars is because they're too big. They don't work on European roads, you know. Like most European streets are fucking windy ass streets, like fucking. Like you need a small car, you know, to get around. Like if you bring Buicks, you know, like fucking Donald Trump says, nobody buys Buicks in fucking. Of course, nobody buys Buicks because they're fucking fat as fuck. They're too big, you know. Like they can only drive on American roads. Like fucking Donald Trump is so oblivious to that fact that he don't even understand like basic. So like it's talking about bringing back Nissan as a company to like America because then they can actually sell cars to Europe because Nissan like can make fucking normal size cars that fucking can drive in Europe, you know. American cars, they're too big to fucking drive in fucking Europe. They're too much. They guzzle gas too much, you know. Like you don't even understand that. Like America has very cheap fucking diesel and petrol prices compared to Europe, you know. Like you don't even know that. It's so stupid that he thinks fucking everyone has fucking cheap ass diesel prices, you know. I mean, I love you, Donald Trump, but fuck me, you know. Like nobody buys our cars in Europe because they're fucking shite. You can't drive your cars in Europe, you know. You can't drive a fucking. Have you seen the size of your fucking 18 wheelers? You know, your fucking trucks that you transport shit around. Like you can't even fucking fit that in a fucking lane. It's that big, you know. It's too big. You make fucking trucks too big, man. You know, no one's gonna buy your cars if it's too big for the roads. You know, like. The roads are smaller in Europe. Like, there's no way that we can't buy fucking American cars. No one's gonna buy American cars if it's too fucking big for roads. You know, it's that simple.
And U.S. Steel as opposed to own it.
Oh boy.
And
that's why he's bringing Nissan back. That's why he's bringing Nissan, so he can actually fucking sell some cars.
Sounds very exciting, and we're going to meet with Nissan next week. The head of Nissan.
My first car was a Nissan Altima.
He's realised that he's made a mistake, and he's like gone, oh shit! All our cars that we make in America are too big for European roads. They fucking drink too much fuel. Blah blah blah. You know, America big. You know, fucking drink all of you. Like like fucking none of them cars work in England, in Europe. Like none of them. Like he's realised that, so he's like, right, I'm not gonna make a mistake. I'm not making a mistake. I'll bring Nissan to make fucking cars, and we will sell cars, and I won't be wrong. I mean, fair enough, you know. It's, you know, whatever, you know. But you know, why do we want no fucking transport cars from America anyway? Why are you so obsessed with transporting cars? Because you don't want to be wrong, Donald Trump. Come on, just admit you're wrong and just move on. You know, just admit you're wrong. You know, just say, look, right. Obviously, people aren't gonna buy fucking cars from America. You know, because like American roads are completely different, and like why can't I just admit it's wrong?
Domino's Pricelines. Small pizza's just £8, medium just £10, and large just £12.
I just had a pizza. How did you know I had it? How did you know I just had a pizza?
And it wouldn't actually leave, but auto plants are being built currently as we speak. They've just been started.
What, Nissan plants?
That's that we have. And Japan is going to be opening up auto plants. New auto plants are being built currently as we speak. They've just been started. Toyota's one, and Nissan's going to be doing something very exciting about U.S. Steel. They'll be looking at an investment rather than a purchase. We didn't like the idea. U.S. Steel is a very important company to us. It was the greatest company in the world for 15 years, many years ago, 80 years ago. And we didn't want to see that leave, and it wouldn't actually leave, but the concept psychologically not good.
You know why they don't want to see Nissan leave? You know why Nissan fucking went bankrupt? Because America wanted to make big fucking bulky cars. Nissan wanted to make fucking economical cars, you know? And fucking, you know, America's like, no, we don't want fucking economical cars. We don't need economical cars because we've got cheap fucking fuel. We can just gas guzzle all. So we want big ass cars. Like everybody wanted to buy fucking big ass cars. So like Nissan, like now you've fucking realised why people don't want to buy American cars. Because they're all fucking gas guzzlers. You know, you like, it is actually going to change the world. You know, he is actually going to change the world. Is figuring it out as we speak. You know, as we talk right now, is like realizing how fucking stupid America is. Like, is actually like every time I listen to him, is like, oh yeah, fucking, we've got to change that. You know, we've got to change that. it's fucking, it's amazing. It's amazing to watch. Like, I don't know if anyone else sees it like I see it, but like Donald Trump is actually realizing it on the fly, you know, because like a minute ago it was just like, I'm pissed off. Europe don't buy our cars, and it's like, I wonder why that is. Oh, because fucking all the cars in America are fucking too fucking shit to drive in Europe, you know? They're too fucking uneconomical, gas guzzling cars, you know? Like, no one's gonna buy that in Europe, obviously. So let's get Nissan in on the deal again, because they know how to build economical cars. Like fucking, he's fucking thinking. He's fucking thinking on the fly. You know, he's doing it. He's right. You know, he's doing it. You know, he admits when he's wrong. You know, like, this is Donald Trump admitting when he's wrong. You know, Nissan in America.
So they've agreed to invest heavily in U.S. Steel as opposed to own it.
Oh boy.
And that sounds very exciting. And we're going to meet with Nissan next week, the head of Nissan.
My first car was a Nissan Altima.
They'll work out the details. I'll help. I'll be there to
Japan, China, #1. Yeah.
And I had the privilege of working closely with the great Prime Minister, as you know, and you know him very well, Shinzo Abe, the longest-serving Prime Minister in Japan's history.
Two name drops.
I expect that this Prime Minister is going to be a great one. I really believe that he's going to be a great one. I've gotten to know him for not long, but I can see what they have.
What?
This Prime Minister is going to be...
Which one?
As you know, and you know him very well, Shinzo Abe, the longest-serving Prime Minister in Japan's history.
Two name drops.
I expect that this Prime Minister is going to be a great one. I really believe that he's going to be a great one. I've gotten to know him for not long, but I can see what they have. He's got the qualities of greatness. He's going to do a fantastic job for
Like you have to bum Japan. You know, you have to bum Japan. You have to. Like, fucking, you don't even know. Like, nobody, like, you don't even realise how much money, like you don't even realise how much governments rely on money from China and Japan. Like, you don't even realise how much fucking money that is. It's a lot of money, you know. Like, the whole fucking world relies on that money. Like, the government relies on fucking China and Japan. Like, you have to bum these people. You have to brand them. There's no two ways about it, you know. Even China, you have to bum, you know. Like, Donald Trump don't bum them, but like, you don't fucking stop them, does he? You know. Like, you know, you've got to, because it's too much money, man.
Japan and for the Japanese people. And I'd like now to invite the Prime Minister to say a few words, and then we'll take some questions.
Oh,
Mr.
boy.
Prime Minister, thank you.
Here we go.
Thank you very much.
Keep it going, don't stop. New Revlon colour.
I bet you says wang 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 ding 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 wah yeah.
And Trump,
You say
I would
Trump?
like to sincerely thank you
See,
for
I told you.
inviting me to the White House today,
White House
immediately
today.
following your inauguration. I also thank you for your very warm hospitality.
Hospitality. Why is it a
I have
woman?
come to Washington, D.C. with the hope of having a face-to-face meeting and deepening our mutual understanding at this early date with President Trump, who is now
Man.
leading the United States, the most important country for Japan's diplomacy and security, and aligning our perspectives and visions that Japan and
Most important. America's the most important person for diplomacy. For who? You know, you don't have diplomacy. Like, obviously, it's the most important act of diplomacy because you don't have diplomacy in your country. You know, you have fucking, well, around all your countries, but I think Japan is fucking diplomatic, but not the rest of the fucking place around fucking Japan. That's interesting that it was said that, actually. Most important ally is for diplomacy.
The United States should pursue.
Okay.
Standing at this early date with President Trump, who is now
Man.
leading the United States, the most important country for Japan's diplomacy and security, and aligning our perspectives and visions that Japan and the United States should pursue.
Okay.
Like what?
What should we do to advance the national interests of both of our countries in synergy and to realize peace and prosperity in the Indo-Pacific?
They need to get together and like
I am
cancel
convinced that the
Assassin's Creed
answer
Shadows.
lies in further strengthening the strong and unwavering Japan-US alliance to achieve a free and open Indo-Pacific. President
Free and what? Open end up in like free and peaceful. Like what? Is it not? Is it not peaceful?
It's like a woman.
concurred
We're
to
talk-
strengthen
we're talk-
the deterrence and response capabilities of the alliance and to work closely in addressing strategic challenges that both countries are facing in this region. I conveyed to the President
What region? What, China?
that Japan, as an ally of the United States, is ready to share responsibilities and to play its own role. I also reiterated Japan's unwavering commitment to fundamentally reinforcing its defense capabilities, and we confirmed the unwavering commitment by the United States to the defense of Japan. We reaffirmed
Reinforcing defense capabilities. Nuclear bombs, you mean?
that Article 5 of the Japan-US Treaty of Mutual Cooperation and Security applies to the Senkaku Islands, with half of the world's population and approximately
What islands? I've never heard of
Mutual Cooperation and Security applies to the Senkaku Islands, with
that. Singapore Islands. What's fucking that? What is that?
half of the world's population and approximately 60% of the world's GDP.
See? How much money? 60% of the world's GDP. Listen. This is what
Applies to the Senkaku Islands, with half
Senkaku
of the
Islands.
world's population and approximately 60% of the world's GDP. The
60% of the GDP. The Singapore Islands, whatever that is. Never heard of it. I don't know what that is. I'm guessing you're talking about the whole of fucking China, isn't it? Like, 60% of the world's GDP comes from fucking China, you know, like you can't just ignore that, you know, like all the money comes from China. Like the Singapore Islands, that's what he just said. 60% of the world's GDP comes from China, you know. That's what he just said. Well, it didn't say, is it Singapore Islands? Singapore Islands, 60%.
The Pacific serves as the
Like, you can't argue with these fucking cunts. You can't go, oh, like I want to do a deal with you. 60% of your money comes from fucking China, bro, you know, like fucking 60% of your money. Like, what you on about? Like, you're making loads of money out of us, you know. 60% of the world's GDP comes out of China. Like, fucking, like, can't argue with that, you know. How much more do you want? How much more money do you want? Fuck me, you want to do tariffs on China? Like, all your money comes from fucking China. Like, 60% of the world's GDP comes from China. But how much more money do you want? You want to do tariffs on China? Not happening, bro. Like, fucking, can't argue with China. Can't argue.
the engine of growth and vitality for Japan, the United States, and the world. President and I also concurred that the United States and Japan will make further efforts in a wide range of areas, working hand in hand together to realize a free and open Indo-Pacific. In this context,
So we're gonna be working
we
with
also
Japan a lot more.
concurred to further advance cooperation
Oh, boy.
of the multi-layered net.
Yeah, they want more, yeah. Yeah, they want more. True. You know? They want more. Costs they want more. They want to be putting tariffs on everyone else, you know? They're going to be putting tariffs on everyone else. Thanks to Donald Trump, you know? Fucking, there's not enough tariffs on fucking everybody, you know? And fucking 60% of the world's fucking GDP comes from China, you know, like fucking the Pacific fucking islands, you know, like, fucking yeah, yeah, they want more, yeah, yep, no, I don't. They deserve it as well, you know, they deserve it, you know.
Works of the like-minded countries, including the
Yeah.
Quad and trilateral cooperation with the Republic of Korea.
More
and the
anime, yeah.
Philippines.
True,
We
guys.
also discussed Japan,
Exactly.
United States cooperation to bring about growth and prosperity. Economic cooperation, including on economic security, is important from the perspective of strengthening alliance cooperation. Japan is the closest economic partner of the United States and has been the world's largest investor in the United States for 5 consecutive years.
Wow.
Also,
Well, of course, because it is the biggest superpower on the planet, apart from China. So, of course, that wouldn't be the case. But, yeah, all right, impressive.
with the inauguration of President Trump, the
I didn't even know
momentum for
that.
Japanese companies to invest in the United
It's pretty obvious, Asmongold. It's pretty obvious, you know. Like the what? Well, I mean, I suppose they would invest in Russia. They do invest in Russia, but you know, apparently not as much. Allegedly, not as much as fucking they invest in America. That's what he says. Well, Japan, you know. I don't know about China. Maybe China is different.
States is growing even stronger. Today, I conveyed my willingness to cooperate together to elevate Japan's investment in the United States to an unprecedented amount of $1 trillion. President Trump and myself
damn.
also concurred to elevate
Wow.
the Japan-U.S. partnership
The
to
fuck?
an even higher level through improving business environment and increasing bilateral investment
Japan's
and
the 51st
employment,
state?
strengthening each other's industries, leading the
I
world in
guess.
developing advanced technologies
Yeah.
such as AI and leading-edge semiconductors, and strongly promoting efforts to harness the energy of the growing market in the Indo-Pacific region.
Japan, the first
We
state,
also
yeah.
confirmed that we will cooperate to strengthen energy security between the two countries, including increasing exports of United States liquefied natural gas to Japan in a
Why? You're gonna build more fucking natural gas power plants. You know, you're gonna import natural gas to fucking Japan to build more fucking gas power plants. Just build a nuclear power plant. You know, they're pretty safe. You know. Like Japan won't do it. Japan will not do it. They won't build a nuclear. I mean, they don't have enough area. They don't have enough land. There's so much land. It's so big. Japan is so big compared to England. Like, it's crazy how many nuclear power plants there is in England. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's fucking. It's a recipe for disaster. You know, one of them nuclear power plants in England goes like fucks up. Like the whole fucking the whole of England is fucked up. Like, the more nuclear power plants, the more likely shit is gonna go wrong. Even though nuclear power plants is the safest fucking shit, but you know, given enough time, eventually something will go wrong. That's just my opinion. You know, with a nuclear power plant, you know, something will go wrong eventually. Like, they have contingencies if shit's gonna go wrong, but you know, filling it with concrete is not gonna save it. That's what they do, you know. If a power plant, if a nuclear power plant goes wrong, they just fill it with concrete. They just fucking dump a lot of concrete on it. And just hope for best. You know? that's the contingency. As fast as possible. Fucking you know, like people think that we're technologically advanced, but like literally, we build nuclear power plants without any fucking care for like if it goes wrong. And if it goes wrong, we're just like, oh, just dump a lot of concrete on it. Oh, that's the best we can do. You know, hope for the best. it's, it's hilarious, you know. Like we have no better contingency plan than that, you know. Literally trucks and trucks of concrete on standby, just in case any of the fucking 100 nuclear power plants in England go critical. just waiting to dump concrete on a nuclear power plant. if two nuclear power plants go fucking critical, we're fucked. So, there's not going to be enough concrete, you know. We'll have to order more concrete from China. It's fucking stupid. I know it's stupid, but fucking, you know, like, you don't even know how dangerous nuclear power plants are, you know. I mean, you probably do, but like, fucking, they're very dangerous. If anything goes wrong, we're fucked. We're all fucked. You know, we're all dead. You know, we're all fucking dead. We all have to we have to go live in fucking Afghanistan. You know, like we'll have to go live in Afghanistan. Like, fucking, come on, you owe us the favours, you know. We brought Afghanistan's over here, you know. Come on, like let all England live in Afghanistan. Come on. That's why immigration happens. Because if we allow, like, from every country, then they've got to let us come to their country, you know. They've got to. Like, if we allow fucking Afghanistanis to come here, like, they've got to allow some people to come to Afghanistan when fucking a nuclear power plant goes critical. You know? Where else are we gonna go? Well, we have to go somewhere. We've got to get out of England, that's for sure, you know? Don't want to fucking nuke ourselves to death.
Mutually beneficial manner regarding foreign exchange. As in the first Trump administration, close discussions will continue between Japanese and the U.S. finance ministers who are experts in this field.
We also held candid discussions on...
When did Russia and England got to war? 30 seconds ago. What? Russia and England. I was just talking about like fucking war in Ukraine. You know? I mean, that's a war, right? We're selling weapons of mass destruction to Ukraine to fight Russia. Like, I class that as a war. I don't know if anyone else classes that as a war, and I don't really give a shit what anyone else's opinion is. In my opinion, selling weapons of mass destruction to Ukraine to fight Russia is fucking war. Simple as that. That's my opinion. That's all you get. Yeah? That's all you get from JoeKingAudits. Just my fucking thoughts. It's war.
It's the one place where you get to decide that for yourself.
If it's not war, then why are people dying? You know, like, if people are dying, then and we are using our weapons, or they are using our weapons to kill people. Like, if that's not a war, then I don't know what is. People can't drive disabled parking bays.
Challenges the Indo-Pacific region is facing.
In the Indo-Pacific region.
Japan, the first
We
state,
also
yeah.
confirmed that we will cooperate to strengthen energy security between the two countries, including increasing exports of United States liquefied natural gas to Japan in a mutually beneficial manner. Regarding foreign exchange, as in the first Trump administration, close discussions will continue between Japanese and the U.S. finance ministers, who are experts in this field.
We also held candid discussions on challenges the Indo-Pacific region is facing. We confirmed that we resolved not to allow unilateral attempts to change the status quo by force or coercion, and to oppose such attempts in the East and South China Seas in order to fully defend a free and open Indo-Pacific.
People wanted them to make anime real. This is closer, right?
We also...
That's got to be racist. That's got to be racist. That's funny.
reiterated the importance of peace and stability across the Taiwan Strait. Regarding North Korea, we affirmed the need to address its nuclear and missile program, which poses a serious threat
Well, that's
to
the
Japan,
bad Korea.
the U.S., and
Yeah,
beyond,
not the good Korea, the
and
bad
that
one.
Japan and the U.S. will work together toward the complete denuclearization of North Korea.
That's right.
North Korea has nuclear bombs. Yeah, like they're not ever giving. they're not going to give that up. They're not going to give that up. I can't imagine a world where they would ever give up their nuclear bombs at this point. I mean, there is no point to North Korea having nuclear bombs. They have the nuclear capability anyway. So I don't see like how they would ever give up their nuclear bombs at this point. Because they've already got the nuclear capabilities. So like giving up the nuclear bombs is just like they can just make more, you know. And they will make more in private, probably. So it's pointless. Only problem is we're all fucked if North Korea has nuclear bombs. I mean, you know, we're not fucked. I mean, there's no way that North Korea can use. They don't have enough nuclear bombs to fuck any country on this earth at this point. Maybe in a while they might have. Maybe. I can't see it. Like, there won't be a fucking deal with all the countries. A good deal with one country, maybe. But I don't think I could ever see them. It's like Iran, you know. Donald Trump don't want Iran to have nuclear bombs. It's like, you know, nobody wants anybody to have nuclear bombs, but like, if Iran's on the verge of making a nuclear bomb. Like, even if we say you're not allowed nuclear bombs, because she's just not. Like, they can make more. They can still make them. You know, they've figured it out. That's the fucking country. That's the world at this point. You know, it's like, who has the capability of making nuclear bombs? Like, people, like all the governments are obsessed with it. Like, who has the capability of making nuclear bombs? Like, that's why we hate Russia, because they've had the capability for fucking ages. They were one of the first. So, you know, you can't fucking trust them fucking cunts. It's just like Russia can't trust America because they've got nuclear bombs. Nobody can trust England because we've got nuclear bombs. Right. And then it's like fucking America and England is just like, you can't have nuclear bombs as well. You know, we're the only people allowed nuclear bombs. We're the only people. Imagine saying that to somebody, and we're the only countries on the planet that are responsible enough to have nuclear bombs. Imagine saying that to other countries. Like, how is that going to go down well? It don't go down well, you know. Well, that's where we are at right now. Iran is not allowed nuclear weapons. That's what Donald Trump said. Like, he said it. He fucking said it. You know. Like, there's not a lot of presidents and not a lot of fucking people that would fucking talk about nuclear bombs, but Donald Trump, you know, he fucking says it. And, you know, he's right, you know. Like, I used to be part of the nuclear disarmament group until I understood what that meant. You know, it meant fucking disarming everybody else from having nuclear bombs, but we're allowed them. England and America and fucking, you know, the powers, Russia, you know. I mean, you know, if it were up to England and America, Russia wouldn't be allowed nuclear bombs. So, nobody would. Only England and Russia, and America. And America, if it were up to America, England wouldn't be allowed nuclear bombs. So, it's quite funny, I think. But, you know, it's. To be honest, you know, like, America and England haven't used nuclear weapons yet. So, on another country, you know. But, you know, America keeps testing nuclear weapons. I mean, we keep testing nuclear weapons, but, like, yeah, like, fucking not a lot of people have fucking used nuclear weapons, so, you know, the jury's still out whether we are right or whether we are wrong. Like stopping other countries from having nuclear weapons. Like we have a lot of power, you know, in England and America. America has the biggest army, like, most powerful army, probably. That can stop people from having nuclear weapons, you know, that has the capability of stopping people from having nuclear weapons. Like, nobody else would actually fucking go to war with somebody just because they've got a nuclear weapon, but like America would. Or just if you're trying to fucking make a nuclear weapon, you know, even if you're trying to make a nuclear weapon, America would fucking go to war with you and say, well, whoa. I don't think it's right that you have a nuclear weapon. Iran having a nuclear weapon? I don't think so. No, that's not happening. You know, Americans are like one country that can fucking say, nah, you can't do that. You know? Whether it's right or wrong, I don't know. But you know, they can do that. You know, they have the power to do that. Not a lot of countries on the planet can fucking do that. Not a lot of countries on the planet would do that. But I mean, the reason is because like there was a test a long time ago whether England could nuke America, and fair to say, England fucking smashed it, and like literally just fucking rained down nukes all over. They didn't do it on. They didn't fucking actually rain down nukes everywhere, but you know they sent planes everywhere, and America couldn't stop it because America's that big, you know. America's that big, you know. Like they didn't know where they were coming from, you know. They didn't know which direction they were coming from. They didn't know where they were coming from. You know, we also have submarines. Like there's no stopping it. There's no stopping it. You know, like anyone could nuke America, and that's why America don't want no one else having nukes, because they've realised how fucking vulnerable their country is, because it's that big that people could just fucking pick like one target, you know. Go, oh yeah, I'll pick this target. No, they've got fucking a lot of other planes going to another target. You know, you can't stop all of it. You can't stop all of them. You can't. There's no chance. Like America's gonna. If America got nukes, it would get nuked. You know, there's no doubt in my mind. You know, if somebody wanted to nuke America, it would get nuked. In England, it'd be different, because like we don't really give a shit if we get nuked, because if we get nuked, we get nuked. Like we'll have jets out fucking intercepting these people, and we have a very small area to defend, so it's a lot easier for us. But like we know that if one bomb gets through, we're fucked. So we have contingencies to nuke fucking everybody if fucking the shit is that. That's why this is why people are fucking scared of England, because we don't just like, you know, we don't pick teams, you know. Like we could nuke America, we could nuke fucking Russia, we could nuke fucking Afghanistan, like, you know, like at all times we are ready to nuke everybody, you know. China, like fucking, you're all getting nuked. We have bases all across the world, ready to nuke anybody. whenever. Like, it's ridiculous how powerful England is. Like, people don't even realise how crazy England actually is. Like, all the governments across the planet know it. You know, the only people that don't know it is the public. All the governments know it. That's why, you know, we don't fucking, you know, we like, we're not like Donald Trump and we go and meet with fucking Xi Jinping and fucking, we don't go and meet with Vladimir Putin, you know. Like, the Prime Minister don't go and meet with fucking people because we don't have to meet with them, you know. They already know our position, you know. Like, our position is, if we get nuked, you're all fucked, you know. You're all gonna get bombed, you know. You're all gonna get bombed. That's because that's how vulnerable we are. We're that vulnerable that, like, everybody knows our position. China knows our position. Everybody knows our position, you know. And, like, nobody will talk to us. Nobody will talk to England because we're just a nobody. We're just protecting ourselves. We're just defending ourselves. You know, we're just like, you know, just like, don't hurt us, you know. Just don't fucking bomb us, don't nuke us, because you'll get fucked. You will get fucked. And every government across the planet knows this. The only people that don't know this is fucking the people. Plus, you know, there's not to talk about. There's literally not to talk about with England. You know, we don't bring a lot of money in for anybody. We don't bring a lot of money in for America. This is why fucking America shits on England, because, you know, like, we don't buy the cars, we don't buy the fucking products in America. We just sell them products. We just make money out of America. So yeah, like, America has the right to be disappointed with us. No doubt in my mind. But, you know, we're fucking a little island like this, you know. Like, we haven't been a big producer of things ever, you know. We have been an occupier, and we've been making money out of occupying countries, like, for fucking 1,000 years. So, like, you know, we did it differently to America, you know. We are the ones that founded America, and they had to fucking, like, make their own way. And America spread and fucking, you know, made their own way. Now America's a bigger superpower than England. England was the biggest superpower on the planet, by the way, originally. Might still be, to be honest. It's debatable. Like, we still have colonies all over the planet. So it's not really as cut and dry as everyone thinks. But, you know, I mean, Russia's probably still bigger than America right now. But
As the abductees and their families continued to age, I conveyed my strong sense of urgency and determination directly to President Trump and gained his renewed strong support.
wait, what is that?
the US and beyond.
not the good Korea, the
And
bad
that
one.
Japan and the US will work together toward the complete denuclearization of North Korea.
That's right.
As the abductees and their families continue to age, I conveyed
As the abductees continue to age. What is that supposed to mean?
my strong sense of urgency
Strong sense
and
of
determination directly to President Trump, and gained his renewed strong support for the immediate resolution of the abductions issue.
Damn.
abductions issue. Right, what, where? Who? You're talking about Gaza?
While this was my first face-to-face meeting with President Trump, we were able to openly and frankly exchange views. And our meeting turned out to be very productive and meaningful.
So we're getting $1 trillion from Japan? Is that what they're
As a
saying?
result of today's meeting,
We're getting $1 trillion from Japan. Like, you've always been getting $1 trillion from Japan, you know. 60% of the world's GDP is from Japan. You just told you that, you know. Like, you've always been making fucking trillions of dollars from Japan, you know. Like, fucking think of all the technology and fucking shit, you know. Like, we get $1 trillion. You've always been getting $1 trillion from Japan. No? I mean, maybe not $1 trillion. Maybe like 750 million. You know, billion. Sorry. You know, 900 billion. Now you're getting $1 trillion. You know, fucking hell. I mean, it's still a lot of money, but you know, you've always been getting a lot of money from Japan. Like, instead of $1 trillion, it was 950 billion. You know, 950 billion. Last year it was 950. Now it's $1 trillion. You know, it's fucking stupid.
which marked a new departure for the Japan-U.S. relations, we are issuing a Japan-U.S. Joint Leaders Statement.
Wow.
This document will serve as a compass for further cooperation between our two countries. On the basis of these deliverables, I look forward to working together with President Trump, who I respect immensely, to usher in a new golden age of Japan-U.S. relations.
Oh, man.
You know when it says, I respect immensely, I just don't believe it.
I look forward to welcoming you to Japan.
You just heard the translator.
And I'm very excited about that prospect.
God.
Thank you, Mr. President.
So, in terms of salary, you were thinking...
I was hoping you would tell me what you were thinking.
Oh, I insist, please.
I insist.
I insist.
I insist.
Please.
Set salary expected.
It's very convenient.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
He just did what to translator? Why did you touch
You
on
just
that?
heard the translator.
And I'm... relations.
Oh, man.
I look forward to welcoming you to Japan.
You just heard the translator.
And I'm very excited about that prospect.
God.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Man.
Any questions, please? Peter?
President Trump, I have two on news. Elon Musk said today, I love Donald Trump as much as a straight man can love another man.
Oh, I think she'll be okay with it somehow.
So.
Oh, God.
Are really upset.
Like, you're laughing because fucking is the translator. Like, come on, bro. It's not that funny.
Those engineers have access to treasury payments.
Yeah. This is the question? This is the joke.
Are used to disperse trillions of dollars each year to contain everyday Americans' personal
これはアメリカの国民が懸念することだと思うんです。
bank accounts. Why does Doge need all of that?
Well, it doesn't, but they get it very easily. I mean, we don't have very good security in our country, and they get it very easily. And what we're doing, if you look at what has just taken place with respect to some of the investments that have been made on another agency that people have been talking about for years, but nobody did anything about it. It's absolutely obscene, dangerous, bad, very costly. I mean, virtually every investment made is a con job. There's nothing of value to anybody unless there's a kickback scheme going on, which is possible. And we're going to be doing more and more of that. We're going to be looking at Department of Education. We're going to be looking at even our military. We're going to be looking at tremendous amounts of money, Peter, being spent on things that bear no relationship to anything and have no value. We're talking about trillions of dollars. It will be, in the end, trillions of dollars.
Because Trump's a scammer, right?
Wasted, and perhaps
so he should know this.
Illegally, I would say, certainly in many cases illegally, but perhaps illegally overall. And I'm very proud of the job that this group of young people, generally young people, but very smart people, they're doing. They're doing it at my insistence. It would be a lot easier not to do it. But we have to take some of these things apart to find the corruption. And we found tremendous corruption.
I was funded by USAID. Was I?
Trillions of dollars. The deficit. The debt. Deficit. I hit the debt. The American debt keeps going up in the trillions. Like, you know, every year, you know, trillions. not billions. You know, it don't fucking, you know, it don't go up in billions, like trillions, you know. Debt. American government debt. Fucking trillions. A trillion fucking every year, you know. It's pretty ridiculous, and it's right, you know. Like you could easily save the government trillions if you just fucking drained the swamp, you know, just fucking get rid of all fucking incompetence. Trillions, like well, maybe a trillion, not trillions, but you know, a trillion. At least hundreds of billions, you know. That's a lot of money. That is a lot of money.
I didn't know that.
Democratic lawmakers trying to get into the Department of Education earlier today.
I saw
see the same ones. I see Maxine Waters, a lowlife. I see, you know, all these people. They don't love our country. They don't love our country. We want great education. They rank 40 countries in education. We're ranked dead last. But the good news is we're number one in one category. You know what that is? Cost per pupil. We spend more per pupil than any other country in the world. You look at Norway, Denmark, Sweden, various countries all up and down, Finland. China does very well in education. And then you look at us. We spend much more money than they do per pupil or any other way. But we spend much more money than they do, and yet we're ranked this year, Biden's last year. Congratulations, Joe.
Yeah, but like, fucking, everything is cheaper in Japan. I mean, I don't even talking relatively, but even relatively speaking, if like 1 yen or like whatever fucking like the currency is in China, if you compared it like equally. Like you would still spend less money. Like I'm guessing that's what you're doing. You know, you're comparing it equally with some sort of like if somebody gets paid fucking £12 an hour in fucking England and in China somebody gets paid fucking 5 pence an hour, like you just class that as equal, you know. Like you just go, that's £12 equals 5 pence an hour in China, so that's equal. And still they make more product than us and make fucking like they make more money than us, and like even with that fucking low wages.
We're ranked dead last. So what I want to see is education.
Dead last. You know, they spend more on education, even though like everyone like is worth everyone's get on 5 pence an hour. So the government's fucking bringing in fucking 10 cents an hour, 15 cents an hour, you know. They can still do better in education than fucking America. Like we're charging people £15 an hour, and China can still do better than us with education, because when they're charging 5 pence an hour. You know, it don't make sense, does it? Well, to be honest, it's not really 5 cents, is it? It'll be like $1 million yen. It'll be like fucking 100 million yen. But you know, 100 million yen won't go nowhere. So they actually are. Fucking, that's complicated. My mind's actually broken. Like, they actually do have like 5 pence an hour is like 100 million yen. You know, it's like it's stupid. It's a stupid amount of money in fucking China. Like, to be a millionaire in fucking China is just like, you know, to be poor. You know, fucking having a tenner. Having a tenner in fucking China is fucking, you're a millionaire, you know. Take £10 to China, you're a fucking millionaire. Ridiculous. I just look at it as like pence though. I like, you know, you end up with all this fucking wads of cash, you know, like fucking take a tenner to China, you got all these wads of cash. Like I just count that as fucking pennies, you know. At that point, but you know, people that live there, you know, that's actually fucking. They've got to fucking count all these fucking things. I don't want to spend too much. Fuck me. You know, every fucking yen is fucking important. It's scary. Like inflation is scary. Like, especially in other countries, like it's fucking ridiculous. I mean, like you can't inflate everything forever. You know, there's just Like, there's just no point, because like if you've got to make more and more cash because of inflation, you know, it's just like eventually it's going to cost more money to make the cash than actually how much money you're making from the government. You know, like how much the government's making. Eventually, you know, it'll be a long time before that happens, but like eventually it's going to cost more money to make the cash than to give people the actual cash. if inflation keeps going the way it does, like it's just insane. Like, and what are you gonna do then? You can't really do anything about it, you know. Like maybe you can make cash cheaper, I suppose. You could fucking like just find a way to make cash cheaper. But then you get fraud and fucking all sorts of shit. Like, I don't know what I'm gonna do, you know, when the fucking economy just implodes. Like, it's already imploded. Like, let's not get it wrong. The economy is already fucked. Like, the government just keeps topping up, you know. The government keeps topping the banks up. You know, like the businesses. I truly believe that that's what COVID were all about. All the businesses were going bankrupt, so they did COVID, so they could give businesses some money to try and keep them going, so the economy would keep going. I think that's why they did COVID. I think it's a conspiracy. Like, they did it on purpose because they knew if they could do that, they could create emergency funds for businesses to keep them going, so they would keep the economy going. I think the economy was that fucked that the government used a pandemic to keep the economy going, basically. I have no evidence of that. I just like that's my outlook on it. You know, I just feel like I mean, like I can't understand why like, to be honest, I can understand it because like if you have a pandemic, you know, you have to employ all these people to fucking do security guard, you know, like when I were auditing, you know, it was just like everybody were a security guard, you know, like everybody employed as a security guard, and it's like, you know, just get everybody fucking working, basically. You know, we have a pandemic, let's get everybody working as a security guard. There probably more people working that were unemployed than like the people that like had like jobs and careers. All their fucking jobs and careers got shut down, but that didn't matter because the government could like fuel them with emergency money from the pot of gold and keep them going, which kept the economy going. So you had all these new people working as security guards because of this pandemic, and you could keep the other people that wasn't working because you fucking told them all to stay at home. You can give them a load of money, and they had to spend money on the economy, keep the economy going. Like, it's pretty obvious, you know. Like, it's a conspiracy. It's a conspiracy. I know, but you know, it's pretty obvious that that's what happened. That's the only way the economy kept going, because that's exactly what happened. Like the economy should be fucked after a pandemic, but the government decided that they're going to employ a load of fucking security guards get people working that wasn't working, and they're going to top up businesses that had to close down or had to stop work because of the give them a load of money, and that tops up the economy. You know, it keeps the money system flowing. Like the government just frauded the economy, basically. You know. It's a complete fraud, you know. The economy is a complete fraud. When the economy breaks, the government just goes, "Here, have some money," and that keeps the economy going. I mean, it can only fucking work for so long, but you know. Farmers, you know, when farmers go bankrupt, the government's just like, "Here, have some money." And then the other farmer's like, "Where's my money?" "Oh, you can all have money, you know, we won't give it to just that guy. Everybody gets money. All the farmers get money when they prop the farmers up, you know." And then fucking we go, "Right, we want that money back now. We're getting it back by taking your inheritance away from you as farmers if you earn more than £1 million as a farm." Literally, you can't farm without at least a fucking £250,000 tractor. At least one £250,000 tractor. You know, a fucking seeder, it's got to be another 25 grand, you know. Your land maintenance, fucking 100 grand, you know. Diesel for your tractors, fucking £50,000 a year, you know. It's stupid. You've got fucking repairs and like fucking, you know, £1 million. You know, you buy one £250,000 tractor. Repairs alone fucking takes you over £1 million, you know, in a year. Ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what the fucking option is, you know. £2 million, over £2 million if your farmer's over £2 million. I don't know. Like, there should be no fucking tax on inheritance. There should be zero tax on inheritance, especially if you're a farmer, you know. And like when you die, you know, you got to pay a tax. Fuck off. Like, what are we paying tax for? What are you doing for us? Nothing. You're not doing no. Like, why do we have to pay tax on the money that we've already paid? That my grandfather that just died has already paid tax on. You know, like, why am I paying tax again? Like, are you fucking joking? Imagine if your grandfather had fucking 999,999 999,999. You know, fucking like left all that money to you. Like fucking, you know. In his will, he goes, fucking government's got none of my fucking tax. I spent it all. I fucking spent it. So you can have 100% of the profits, you know. no taxes going to the government, you know. No inheritance tax, you know. Imagine if fucking your great-granddad fucking left you in his will and he's like, fucking, I left you 999 on the dot. Just under $1 million, you know. Fuck the government. Fuck the government, man. Fucking rip-off. Absolute rip-off.
Number one, I like choice. We all like choice.
Yeah,
but
that's pretty
beyond
much exactly
choice,
what he
beyond
thinks.
choice, I want to see it go back to the states where great states that do so well have no debt. They're operated brilliantly. They'll be as good as Norway or Denmark or Sweden or any of the other highly ranked countries. They'll be, you probably have 35 to 38 states will be right at the top. And the rest will come along. They'll have to come along competitively. And by the way, we'll be spending a lot less money. And we'll have great education.
You will have great education, you know. Like, Americans are always going to be dumb because there's too many of you. So, in general, you're all going to be dumb. Like, it's just the way it is, you know. The more people you have, the more fucking dumb it seems your country is. It's a shame, you know, but it's just a reality of a large, stale country, you know. Like, I mean, England, you know, England's not a big country, but it's a massive, it's like a massive influence. And, like, we're fucking dumb, you know. We have a lot more intelligent people in America, but a lot smaller, you know. A lot smaller, so it seems like we're more intelligent. We're not more intelligent, it's just fucking, you know, America's that big that it just, like, the intelligent people just get drowned out. There's a lot of people there is a lot of intelligent people in America. It's just fucking, it's just so big that it just, you know, the people get drowned out, you know.
One of the Doge engineers was fired.
He's talking about averages as well, you know. Like, fucking average intelligence is not really intelligence, you know. Fucking, like, if you're talking about intelligence, you know, you want to be a rocket scientist, you know. You want to be like fucking, like, it's very rare that you find these people that want to be a rocket scientist and fucking, you know, it's very rare in any fucking culture. So, like, you know, it's a difficult one to understand intelligence when we're talking about fucking people that fucking want to be rocket science. Like, it depends. Like, it depends your fucking. It depends your outlook on intelligence. You know, it depends whatever you're thinking about intelligence. Like, can't say that fucking America's dumb. You know, you can't just say fucking we need to be more intelligent. You know, like, you know, average intelligence is not fucking like that. You know, it don't really. I mean, does it make a difference? I suppose it does in the long run. But your average intelligence is going to be fucking low because there's a lot of people, you know. Like you don't have to worry about intelligence, Donald Trump. You know, just make sure that fucking everyone gets good education. You know, you'll be fine. You know, you don't have to worry about intelligence. Like you don't have to worry about fucking intelligence rates and fucking average intelligence. Like that's it's silly, you know. Obviously you have the lowest intelligence because Americans are dumb, you know. We like it that way. We like the fact that Americans are dumb, you know. We love it. I mean, I'm all joking. Americans are not dumb. It's just fucking. There's a lot of people, you know. Obviously, the figures are skewed because there's too many people. You know, average intelligence is gonna. You know, like there's a lot of people. There's a lot of dumb people in England, you know. But just because our intelligence rate is higher than America, doesn't mean that, like, if England was as big as America, it doesn't mean that fucking there won't be like enough. There won't be like that many people. There won't be more people dumber than fucking, you know. The more people you have, the more dumb it seems that your country is. It seems, you know, like just because average intelligence is lower than fucking England in America, it doesn't mean that fucking you don't fucking produce no intelligent people, you know. That's what I'm trying to say. Like America's fucking produce intelligent people. No doubt in my mind. I have no facts on that. I have no facts or figures on that, but you know, I'm pretty sure that America can produce intelligent people.
For some inappropriate posts, the vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank you, Peter. Yeah, go ahead, please.
He doesn't give a fuck.
What?
Engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts. The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice
engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts, the vice president.
Lot less money, and we'll have great education.
As part of this Doge cost-cutting effort, one of the Doge engineers was fired for some inappropriate posts. The vice president says, bring him back. What do you say?
Well, I don't know about the particular thing, but if the vice president said that, did you say that? I'm with the vice president. Thank you, Peter.
I don't even know what that were about. Like, fucking. Look at his face. What did he say? What did the vice president say?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
He doesn't give a fuck.
Let's fucking comments. Comments will tell you. As an American, I would like to apologise to Japan for our previous administration. 3,400 comments. You know, this might take a while.
Oh God.
3,400 comments. This video of 5 hours ago, it's got 3,400 comments. Like 365,000 views. God knows how many likes.
And do you specifically hope that their increased military spending will deter China and North Korea? What did you talk about that today?
Well, I want
There's a guy named Big Balls. He said a bunch of racist shit.
Don't mind spending so much money.
Why don't you talk about that?
We're gonna bring them back.
We build it here. It's made in the USA. All made in the USA.
I'm not even kidding.
Oh, you know, I rebuilt our military during my first term. Did a great job.
Even with her fucking like stupid American accent, which is so just like she shouldn't be a reporter. Donald Trump still answers the question like reasonably. You know, I don't know what I was gonna say.
We left some of it behind in Afghanistan. Stupidly, there was no reason for that, but. It was still as much as it was. It was billions and billions of dollars, but it was a small part of it. But we're going
to... It costs you more money to get it back, though, and leave it there. That was the point, you know. It costs you billions and billions of dollars to make the product. But and it costs you like millions and billions and millions of money to get it there. Once you got it there, you found out it was an illegal war, and you had to spend a load of money getting it all back. So that's why you left it there. It wasn't because, you know, you made the mistake. And you were like, should we spend all the money getting all this back after we've made the mistake spending all the money getting it there? You know? Like, it's probably going to cost you more money getting it back than it did getting it there, you know? That's why you left it there. But, you know, I agree. You know, you should fucking not fucking litter, you know. So you should bring it all back, you know. Especially if it was an illegal war.
The strongest military by far. We have great people. I want to congratulate Pete Hegseth for having gone through the gauntlet. He went through a lot, but he got through, and he's going to be a tremendous, I have no doubt he's going to be a tremendous leader. And other of the leaders.
Like, the thing that I don't understand is Donald Trump says, you know, it'd still be fucking in Afghanistan and Iraq. You know, it'd still be in there, but like, it's like, oh, I'm gonna bring it all back. Because it was an illegal war, you know. It was an illegal war. But he said it'd still be there, you know. Yes, he had said that. I'm pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. You know, like, I'm pretty sure I did say that once upon a time. It's like fucking. I mean, England. You know, England just like did what America wanted. You know, whatever America says. Yeah, yes, America. Yeah. Plausible deniability, you know. American got away with it. I mean, England got away with it. England got away with it because America said, you know, help us in Afghanistan, Iraq, and go to war with these fucking people. Illegal war, you know. Illegal war. England just got away with it. It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. War and drugs. Fuck off. Like, fucking, you mean fucking the drugs that you wanted?
Sitting here, they're in their own fields. They can do something very, very, very great, and we expect great things. But I expect the strongest military by far in the world, far stronger than China, far stronger than anybody, and that's the way it is. Thank you.
What, is China's fucking military stronger than ours? America's. I thought you already had a fucking military stronger than China. Apparently not. You know, apparently China's military is stronger. They do have a lot more people. That's for sure. Like, China's never been involved with a war, you know. They won't know that.
Very much. Would you like to ask a question, please?
No, here we go.
Marketers are spread so thin. You've got to generate leads, then score leads, then contact leads. But is it leading anywhere? There's so much content to make, so many channels to manage across so many campaigns. You have to be everywhere, all the time. You're in overdrive. Are you?
Why are the adverts so louder than the fucking actual show that you're watching? Very nice.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Thank you.
This is Hiramoto from Nippon Television. My question, let me ask two quick questions.
Sure.
First,
I'm from television.
This is the first meeting between Mr. President and Prime Minister Ishiba. So what kind of impression do you have on him? And number two, do you have an idea or do you have a plan to impose tariff against Japan so far?
Oh, good question.
I think that he is going to be a great prime minister. I think he's a very strong man, very, very strong. I have great respect for him. I've known him for a long time through a reputation. Shinzo Abe thought the world of him, and I think he's going to do a fantastic job as prime minister. A very strong person. I wish he wasn't so strong. I wish he was a little bit weaker than that, but that's what I got. I have to get strong guys all the time. He's going to be a great prime minister. I also, in terms of tariffs, I mean, we're going to have tariffs, mostly reciprocal tariffs, where we go with, and I'm going to be probably meeting on that
I fucking
Monday
told
or Tuesday, having an.
I'm like fucking, you know, Donald Trump's like going to Japan. He's like fucking, you need some tariffs, you know. And he's like, no, fucking 60% of our fucking GDP is from here, you know. Like, all the money you make, 60% of it from just this one place, Japan. You know, like, and the fucking like fucking islands, you know, whatever it said. 60%. You know, we don't owe you no, bro. You owe us money. If you wanna get down with it, you owe us money, bro. 60% of your fucking profits come from fucking us. Like, fuck me, bro. You're asking me for money? Are you stupid? You know? Donald Trump's like, yeah, I wish you were a bit weaker, you know.
Announcement, probably a news conference, but probably reciprocal tariffs where a country pays so much or charges us so much, and we do the same. So very reciprocal, because I think that's the only fair way to do it. That way, nobody's hurt. They charge us, we charge them. It's the same thing. And I seem to be going in that line as opposed to a flat fee tariff.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, go, please. Please, go ahead. Why don't you go ahead?
This is Ota from Yomiuri Shimbun newspaper. I have a question for Prime Minister Ishiba. So this is your very first summit meeting. What was your impression of President Trump? Were you able to build a good relationship of trust and confidence? In Northeast Asia, there are many challenges. China, North Korea, and so forth.
The reverse,
and
yeah.
with President Trump, what did you appeal to him, and what kind of understanding were you able to obtain? On the economic field, there is the acquisition of U.S. Steel, the buy Nippon Steel, and there are expansion.
I don't know why I get so excited, you know. Just because it's a fucking translator talking, you know. Like, he's already answered this question, you know, when he made his speech. He said, we had very productive talks, blah, blah, blah. He respects fucking Donald Trump, blah, blah, blah. You know, like, all these questions have been answered, you know, like, fucking, there's no point fucking answering.
Of import of energy. What were the communication discussion did you have with President Trump for the $1 trillion of investment from Japan to investment? What was his?
The $1 trillion of investment is like just always going to happen anyway. You know? It's always happened. You know? Like fucking. They like to. It's like Mr. Beast, you know. If you go, $1 trillion, it's a lot of money, you know. Like to fucking like. It's always been $1 trillion. Always been $1 trillion of trade and investment in each other, you know. Like you're always fucking like when Donald Trump goes, it's, you know, we both fucking do his own tariffs, you know. What it means is Donald Trump has to pay more now because fucking they've been ripping China off, you know, or Japan off. But he's not going to tell you that, you know. He's not going to tell you the truth, you know. Donald Trump's not going to tell you the truth, you know. China, Japan has put tariffs on fucking Donald Trump. Not the other way around, you know. It's like, you want more money, do you? Right, you're getting tariffs, you know. Fucking 60% of our GDP, all your profits, 60% of it is fucking from us. Like, you owe us money, bro. You know, fuck me. You want money from us? No, it's about time you start paying Donald Trump. Go on. Fucking cough up. You know, Donald Trump's not going to tell you that. You know?
The reaction. What about your communication on tariff front? This is the first time that I met with President Trump in person. So this was the first time meeting face to face. But for many, many years, I have watched him on television. So it was quite I was so excited to see such a celebrity on television, to see in person. On television, he is frightening, and he has the very strong personality. But when I met with him, actually, he was very sincere. And very powerful, and with strong will for the United States and for the whole world. I was able to feel that. This is not the sort of polishing or trying to suck up to him. For the world peace,
he says it's not glazing,
that both of our countries need to play our role and make our endeavors and responsibility. As for the increase of our defense expenditures, it is not that we are told by the United States to do so. Japan, on our own decision and on our own responsibility, we need to increase our defense expenditures. But of course, we need to communicate and consult with the United States. But the responsibility is with Japan. And
He didn't answer the question. He just fucking spouted his own rhetoric that has been told to say. I mean, he answered the question about, like, what do you think about Donald Trump and fucking shit like that, you know? He didn't really answer the question about, like,
The decision is with Japan. Now, on the tariffs,
oh, wait a minute.
that if it is mutually beneficial, tariffs need to be set. And as for Japan, as Mr. President has introduced to us, an unprecedented investment will be made from Japan to the United States.
Damn.
And so many jobs will be created. So $1 trillion is the target.
This is an insane website for Amazon resellers that feels illegal to me. It's a wholesale
And this will be...
So, tariffs is like, if you want to, like, trade with America, you have to invest a certain amount of wealth into the country to be able to trade with America. Is that what a tariff is? Or you have to pay up, basically. China's like, we can't fucking pay, so we're gonna create businesses in America to create £1 trillion worth of profit for America. In your country. Or something like that. £1 trillion of, like, business. You know. By when? Oh, by the time fucking Donald Trump's not president anymore. Like, I mean, that could never happen, you know. I mean, like, it's a good goal to have, though. I do appreciate that. Like, even if it doesn't happen, you know, it's a good goal to have. Yeah, if it doesn't happen, you know, you'd be like, why didn't this happen? You know, we had a deal. Come on. Like, impossible. But you know, it's a reasonable deal. It's a reasonable deal, you know, because fucking Japan creates that much money regardless, you know.
To the benefit of the United States.
Like, I don't see, like, you know, like, Donald Trump says he's doing something. He's not actually doing something. He's just pretending to do something, and like he's putting down in writing what should happen over the course of history, you know, over the course of the years that he's in presidency. But that's what's going to happen anyway, you know. It's always happened, you know. Like it's like the tariffs always happen, you know. Like the money always comes in. It's just like some people, like Donald Trump says, is ripping America off. But you know, that's because of like what America has to trade and like why and like fucking, there's many reasons like for why we can't fucking like why Europe can't trade with America. You know, there's many reasons why we can't trade with America. One of the reasons we can't trade with America is because like we're so fucking climate change orientated that, you know, like fucking we can't have gas guzzling cars. We can't have fucking, you know, we're so fucking bogged down by standards like carbon footprint standards, greenhouse effect standards. You know, like we can't trade with America. America's just like fucking burn the gas, burn the fuel. You know, we can't buy fucking cars that just fucking burn the shit out of fuel. You know, we can't do that. It's fucking against our policies in England. So we can't buy American cars. Right. So, you know, obviously there's not gonna be enough money going into your country from America. You know, I agree with you about European Union stopping trade from these countries, because European Union is the one that put all these fucking carbon taxes on Europe in the first place. You know, they're the ones that fucking started all this fucking standardization of carbon taxes. So, like, you know, yeah, European Union did stop a lot of trade to America, but you know, it's not because of European Union directly. It's because America is completely different to Europe. You know, America thinks they can just like America's got the cheapest fuel prices in the planet. You know, like we can't compete with that. You know, like the rest of us in Europe, we can't compete with your fuel prices. We don't get as much fuel as you do. We can't compete with that. So we can't like fucking trade with somebody that has more money than us, you know, like you can't fucking trade the same way, you know. We can't trade evenly, because you guys are trading in fucking gas and fucking oil, and we're trading in fucking electric, you know, and you guys don't want to go electric, you know. We can't trade evenly, you know. It's not gonna happen.
But also to the benefit of Japan as well. Investment is mutually beneficial. So be it with US Steel, as Mr. President says, it is not acquisition, it is investment. So the Japanese technology will be provided, and the better quality products will be manufactured in the United States, and the US Steel will make products which will contribute not only to the United States and Japan, but also to the whole world. It is not one-sided.
Okay.
That's good. You know. So they're trying to level the playing field over technology, and not only are they producing in Japan, but they're producing in America, and see who fucking wins, basically. You know? Well, Japan, sorry. There's no contest. Obviously, Japan's going to win, but you know, they're trying to level the playing field, basically. Like, there's no way that fucking like American can even compete with China or Japan, you know, in technology. There's no chance. But like, it's a good idea to try and somehow equalize the companies that exist in Japan and China, so we have a good understanding about what the consumer wants, what products and profits we should be making and stuff like that, you know. Although it's going to make everything more expensive for everybody, because, you know, it's cheap in fucking Japan. It's not cheap in America if you have companies in America. But you know, that's what they're trying to do, you know. Like, it will increase the price of everything, which is fine, you know. I think we've got away with fucking TVs for too cheap for too long, you know. Electronic goods, people just chuck them in bin, you know. People just fucking chuck them in bin. Like, I've got this trusty old laptop. I've been playing games on this trusty old laptop for fucking God knows how long. You guys, you know, fucking, I've got a 1070 fucking TDI Friday. Just chuck it in bin, you know, fucking £1,000 graphics card. Just chuck it in bin, you know. I'm getting a new one. Fuck it. Right, you know, it's too cheap. Yeah, it's fucking too cheap. You know, if you can just chuck it in bin, you know, it's too cheap. It's fucking far too cheap. £1,000 graphic card, people are fucking chucking it in bin. Give it to me, at least.
It will be reciprocal. It will be mutually.
Why is Whimsy's as
I pressed something. Is that a coffee grinder? Oh my god, that looks so good. That looks actually so cool. Oh, first advert I've been interested in for a while. Coffee fucking grinder. How much that fucking costs?
Be manufactured in the United States, and the U.S. Steel will make products which will contribute not only to the United States and Japan, but also to the whole world. It is not one-sided.
Okay.
It will be reciprocal. It will be mutually beneficial. And I believe we were able to share on this. And that is the biggest result that I have seen today.
Okay, great.
Thank you very much. Go ahead, please. Yeah.
Yeah, $1 trillion. That's fucking insane. Holy shit.
60% of GDP comes from Japan and the other islands. 60%, bro. $1 trillion. You know, it's not that much. It's a lot when you think about it. You know, it's not like fucking China's. It's not like Japan's just giving us $1 trillion. You know, it's like all the fucking money that the Chinese bring to the table. You know, like all that money's gonna be counted. All the business fucking costs. All, you know, fucking all the costs. You know, fucking everything. You know, it's all gonna be calculated. All the turnover. All like fucking all the debt. Everything. You know, it's all going to be fucking calculated. Right, $1 trillion isn't fucking that insane, realistically, when you're talking about, like, Japan is 60% of GDP, you know? Fucking, that's more than half of all the money that fucking America makes. You know? That's more than half of all the money that America makes. Japan and the other islands of Japan are contributing towards fucking America, you know? Like fucking $1 trillion is not that much.
Ask you about that U.S. Steel.
Like I always when they say $1 trillion, well, I always think that's a lot of money, but it's just dollars, you know. It's not pounds, you know. I always think it's pounds for some reason. I was like, pound, we have a lot more. We have, like, if it were £1 trillion, that'd be a lot of money. $1 trillion is not as much money as £1 trillion, you know. Okay, it's still a lot of money, but you know, it's not as much. And you know, and obviously America's a bigger country. Like, I mean, it's still insane. Like $1 trillion, like just to even fucking just to come up with that number as fucking. And then, but that when that guy said 60% of GDP is gross domestic product, which means all the money that's spent in America, 60% of it is from fucking Japan. That's what I said right there. Gross domestic product. 60% of it is from Japan and all the other islands. Like, that is insane. You know, that's fucking, you know, that is like half of America's, that's more than half of America's wealth, you know.
Deal. So you're saying that is this a restructuring of the deal that's happening, and then will you approve?
They're doing it as an investment, no longer a purchase.
And then fucking Donald Trump comes along and goes, I want fucking more money. I want tariffs. And it's like, yeah, but like we fucking we're 60% of your fucking GDP, you know. we're 60% of your GDP. It's like, and Donald Trump's like, all right, fair enough, you know. Fair enough. No tariffs for you, Japan. You know, you're a good fucking, you're a good partner. We'll let you off this once, Japan, you know.
Okay.
I didn't want it purchased, but investment I love. And they're going to do a big investment, subject to getting the deal done.
Boys, and that's
they'll be doing
hey.
I'm okay with that, sure.
And for the Prime Minister, what was your argument to the President related to U.S. Steel? And one more on tariffs, Mr. President, if I could. You said on tariffs that you'd like them to be reciprocal, back and forth. What was the reception from the Japanese Prime Minister when you said that, or when you talked?
Well, we didn't discuss tariffs too much. We really discussed many other things, including the pipeline in Alaska, which I think is going to be maybe the most exciting thing with Doug and Chris. We discussed that at length, the pipeline. I mean, it seemed to be of great interest to them. It's we have potentially more oil and gas than in Saudi Arabia, just in Alaska. We have the most of any country in the world. It's a big asset for the United States, but we haven't used it. We go to Venezuela, we go to other places to take oil and gas, and we have more than anybody. It's an amazing phenomenon that took.
Oh, so that's the deal, you know. Donald Trump has to create pipelines in Alaska of oil and gas. Drill, baby, drill, whatever it says. So he could get £1 trillion worth of investment from Japan. Because that's what they're interested in. That's what Japan needs, more oil and gas. Because they have oil, they can do oil power plants. We can't do all it, like oil. We can't fucking do. They can do gas power plants. We can't do gas power plants as much. Or America can. England we can. Well, like even England's trying to get away from that. But we do a lot of gas power plants.
Place over the last 4 years. Nobody understands it, including the people that were in charge of it. They had no clue what they were doing. So it was a big problem. They were surprised actually too. There was
the government that stupid?
Why didn't they wouldn't sell?
I mean, that's kind of crazy
LNG.
to even imagine.
They wouldn't sell it. Japan wanted to buy LNG.
Was it that bad?
Biden wouldn't sell it. And I'm trying to figure that one out.
There's no
Maybe
way,
it's the
right?
environment. He might answer that question. He's curious about that himself, I think.
Oh, wow.
Thank you very
They're
much.
playing a long con?
If you want to answer that, you may, about LNG, that the United States wouldn't sell you LNG.
The truth is stranger than fiction. Yeah, I just can't imagine that they were all that fucking stupid. It's kind of
That was a really
scary.
unfortunate thing, but the current administration, I'm sorry, the previous administration was not allowing the LNG to be exported to us. I believe that President Trump, on the day of his inauguration, allowed us to resume this importing. I think this is something that is really wonderful for us. And
okay, I'm sure you have a problem with your piano playing right now. Are you doing too much of this?
And as the country of Japan.
Wait a minute. So, the previous administration is talking about Biden. Biden stopped it. I thought we were talking about his. I thought we were talking about his previous administration, not the United States previous administration. Biden fucking stopped trade of oil and gas to Japan. Like, what the fuck? I mean, I suppose that makes sense because fucking that's when Russia and Ukraine war started to happen. So yeah, we can't fucking, we don't have enough to go around, basically. Okay. Now Donald Trump's like, we're gonna drill, baby, drill. So good. I mean, it's fucking. I mean, why not? You know, fucking get fucking oil and gas from your own country. Why do you have to? Why do you have to go to other countries? Because it's fucking cheap labor. Like, what the fuck?
And we are interested in importing not just LNG, but also bioethanol, ammonia, and other resources at a stable price, a reasonable price from the United States.
Like, what a guy, by the way. You know, like this guy is like, he sees the problem. He goes, "Oh, we're getting all our oil and gas from fucking Russia and Ukraine. Oh, there's a war in Ukraine and Russia. Oh, fucking, we can't do nothing about it. Drill, baby, drill. Fucking find fucking oil and gas in your own country. We've got loads of land. Like, fucking drill, baby, drill. You know, why, you know, what a guy, man. Like, fucking, just deal with it. Just deal with it, you know. If Russia won't give you it, or you won't fucking take it from Russia because war with Ukraine, whatever, you know, whatever reason it is, I don't get it, but you know, like, they'll take it from Ukraine happily. They'll be like, oh yeah, we want, like, even Donald Trump said it, you know, we want fucking, if we're gonna support Ukraine against Russia, we want all your rare earth minerals. That's what Donald Trump said. And I'm like, too right. I want fucking too right. You know, but you know, they won't buy from Russia. They will not buy from Russia. You know, Russia wants to sell. You know, I mean, Russia don't want to sell. I mean, maybe that's the problem. You know, Russia doesn't want to sell with us because they don't believe in democracy or something. I don't know. Like, why does Russia not want to sell to us? It's because we've sanctioned him fucking too much. Like, Russia's pissed off with the world. You know, Russia is pissed. Putin is pissed off with the world. We've sanctioned him. Like, it is like, fuck you all now. You've sanctioned the fuck out of me. I'm just fucking, I'm not fucking giving up, you know. I can't have a McDonald's in my own fucking country. I can't, you know, I can't do no. You know, I'll just make my own. I'll make my own McDonald's. I'll fucking do my own shit. You know, fuck you all. We've beat him down too much. We've beat him down too much. And we're paying the price now. And nobody can get fucking oil and gas. You know, we've got to go to electric cars because fucking we don't want to, because we want to sanction Putin. Right? That's what's going on, right? Am I fucking, like, am I dumb? Is that actually what's going on?
And we also want to improve the trade deficit that the U.S. has towards Japan. So if we are able to buy those at a stable and reasonable price, I think it would be a wonderful situation. And for that, I am very appreciative to President Trump. And we also look forward to LNG and hope that it's a success.
I wanted to just say that on the ethanol, Iowa is going to be very happy. All of the Nebraska, all of our farm states are going to be very happy. They want ethanol, and we'll be able to provide it. So our farmers, who I like and they like me, I think they're going to be very, very happy. We've opened the sale of LNG immediately. Actually, we did it a few days ago, and
you know, like fucking. Imagine if English government. Imagine if the English government. Imagine if the farmers were happy with the English government. You know. Like, I remember, like before. Like when President Trump got elected the first time. Like, the farmers were so happy. You know. In America. And I remember also that English farmers were happy at that time when President Trump were elected. Now, not so much. The farmers are not very happy with our government. You know, like imagine if the farmers were happy with our government. You know, in England, we have so much land that is arable. Like, it's fucking, like, it's ridiculous that we don't use it, you know? It's ridiculous that we don't fucking thrive off of that, you know? It's such good land, you know? I've walked that land. I have walked that land. It's so fertile. The grass is so green. Like, just fucking use it, bro.
China, right now, not only China, everybody wants to buy it. We have more than anybody, and they're all buying it. But Japan in particular, we're very happy that they're going to start immediately. And we can supply it to the world, but we're supplying it to Japan, and they can always be right up in the front of the line. Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Mr. Prime Minister, I have a question for you as well, but Mr. President, I'll start with you. Well, quickly to follow up on what Peter was asking, have you directed Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, given it's the biggest discretionary spending
Yes, I
in the
have
federal
Pentagon,
budget?
education, just about everything. Wow. We're going to go through everything, just as it was so bad with what we just went through with this horrible situation we just went through, and I guess 97% of the people have been dismissed. It was very, very unfortunate. You're not going to find anything like that, but you're going to find a lot. And I've instructed
I bet
him
the
to
military
go
is
check
fucking
out
corrupt as
education, to
shit.
check out the Pentagon, which is the military. And, you know, sadly, you'll find some things that are pretty bad, but I don't think proportionally you're going to see anything like we just saw.
FBI has turned over a list to the Justice Department of the FBI agents who worked on the January 6 rioters cases.
Yeah.
Are you planning to fire the FBI agents who worked on those investigations?
No, but I'll fire some of them because some of them were corrupt. I have no doubt about that. I got to know a lot about...
Okay. I'm not planning to fire anyone. Well, I'll fire some of them. No, not in my mind.
That business, that world.
All right.
I got to know a lot about that world, and we had some corrupt agents, and those people are gone, or they will be gone, and it'll be done quickly and very surgically. Did you have a question for the Prime Minister? Talk up.
They can't stop talking about January 6th,
I don't know. I know we have some that are very corrupt and we don't like it. We're going to bring back the reputation.
They keep bringing this shit up over and over.
Kash Patel is going to do a great job. And we're going to bring back the reputation of the FBI, which has been hurt very badly. It's been devastated over the last 4 years.
You have just been meeting for the first time with President Trump. The last administration famously did not have hardly any, if at all, contact with North Korea. President Trump certainly did the last time he was in office. Would you like to see him resume that contact and also that in-person meeting that he had with the North Korean leader, Kim Jong-un?
That's a great question.
What's it got to do with Japan?
That was crazy that shit happened, too.
That is something that the United States needs to determine on its own, and it's not something that we should request.
Exactly. It's got nothing to do with fucking Japan. Why are you talking about fucking North Korea with Japan? You know, like what the fuck kind of power does Japan have over North Korea? Nothing. I mean, they should fucking worry about that, but you know, still, you know, it's not fucking not to do with Japan, is it? Like they fucking keep themselves to themselves, so they don't get fucking bombed by fucking South Korea or North Korea.
Having said that, but
yeah, that's probably true.
For example, in Vietnam or Singapore, the President of the United States
Why do you fucking do accents? Perfect time.
President Trump was able to meet with Kim Jong-un. I think that's a very positive development.
Oh, wow.
So now that President Trump is in power again.
Well, because it was able to meet with him. It didn't fucking change anything, did it?
If we are able to move towards resolving issues with the North Korea, I think.
What? Just meeting with him. Meeting with him was good, you know. Like it didn't fucking do nothing fucking changed. Nothing's ever gonna change. It's is an impossible leader. I've never said this about anyone, but I can't wait until he's dead and see what happens after that. You know, Kim Jong-un. I can't actually wait until he's dead.
It would be great, and of course, for us, that includes not only denuclearization but also resolving the abductee issue. And so, not only the victims of the abductees, but also their families too are aging, and so our time is limited. So, if the President of the United States, if President Trump is able to resolve this issue, we do understand that it's a Japan issue first and foremost. Having said that, we would love to.
Oh, I'm gonna say, don't bloody put it on President Trump. America's got to fucking solve this issue. You're fucking closer than fucking America, you know. How about you fucking do something about it? And he's like, yeah, I don't understand. It's fucking our issue too.
Continue to cooperate with them.
It's actually.
Ah. That's fucking interesting. That's fucking really interesting. Like, Japan is like wanting to cooperate, like if Donald Trump wants to do something about hostages.
It's a good question, and we will have relations with North Korea and with Kim Jong-un. I got along with him very well, as you know. I think I stopped the war. I think if I wouldn't have won that particular election, you would have ended up in a very bad situation.
Oh, okay.
But I did, and we had a good relationship, and I think it's a very big asset for everybody that I do get along with him. I get along with him, he gets along with me, and that's a good thing, not a bad thing. And I can tell you that Japan likes the idea because their relationship is not very good with him. And if I can have a relationship with not only him, but other people throughout the world where there seem to be difficulties, I think that's a tremendous asset for the world, not just the United States. Go ahead, Eric.
I have a question for you and for the I always thought it was crazy how they actually.
That was bullshit. Every fucking word that comes out of his mouth was complete bullshit. By the way, like, in other words, he wants to do something about it, but he can't. That's what he fucking meant by, you know, kissing his ass. Wow, that is fucking, like, I didn't actually realise that Kim Jong-un was that powerful. That is actually fucking crazy. Like, I think they're just biding the time until he dies, basically. He's got a family, aren't he? Like, and his family fucking had to carry on. Although, I wonder what would happen if he did die. He might actually get assassinated. I've got a feeling, you know, Kim Jong-un might actually get assassinated just from the way Donald Trump is speaking right there. Right. I think he might actually assassinate him. And the way that other guy were talking, you know, it's like, we will support you if you fucking want to go against fucking Kim Jong-un, you know. That could be World War III. Right there. It's our nuclear fucking war, at least. Jesus. Oh, that was a good question.
I wonder what you think of the criticism from Democrats that these staff reductions, the cuts that Elon Musk and Doge are doing are an unlawful power grab. Is there anything you've told Elon Musk he cannot touch?
Oh boy. Well, we haven't discussed that much. I'll tell him to go here.
I don't know if you know about this, but like, Elon wants to put people in charge of the treasury. You know, some young guys in charge of the treasury. I mean, it's not fucking Elon Musk's fucking fault. It's fucking Donald Trump's fault. But they've drained the swamp of all the other people that are fucking ripping the government, the people off, all the taxpayers, and put some new people in charge because fucking, you know. Fuck them. They bloody spent too much money.
Go there.
Jesus.
He's got a very capable group of people. Very, very capable. They know what.
They're so mad. Yeah.
They'll ask questions and they'll see immediately as somebody gets tongue-tied that they're either crooked or don't know what they're doing. We have very smart people going in, so I've instructed him go into education, go into military, go into other things as we go along. And they're finding massive amounts of fraud, abuse, waste, all of these things. So, but I will pick out a target and I say go in. There could be areas that we won't, but I think everything's fertile. You know, we're a government. We have to be open. And as an open government, I don't know, I guess you could say maybe some high intelligence or something. And I'll do that myself if I have to. But generally speaking, I'll just say go. But he will be looking at education pretty quickly, and he will be looking at military too.
So Elon's just going to go over
Federal
everything.
spending is Social Security, Medicare, programs like that. Would you like to see him look at those programs as well?
Well, they don't really have to be looked at by him. They can be looked at by us. Social Security will not be touched. It'll only be strengthened. We have illegal immigrants on Social Security, and we're going to find out who they are and take them out. We have illegal immigrants in other Medicare. We have a lot of bad people,
Take them out.
that shouldn't be on.
Take them out, it means fucking depart them, not fucking kill them. You know, no murder, no murder is going to happen.
That were put on through California. A lot of them come out of California. And we're not going to stand for that. So we're going to strengthen our Social Security, etc. We're not going to touch it other than to make it stronger. But we have people that shouldn't be on, and those people we have to weed out. Most of them, or many of them so far, have been illegal immigrants. They shouldn't even be in the country. Do you have a question for the Prime Minister?
Mr. Prime Minister, the President's affinity for tariffs is well known.
Oh, God.
If the U.S. places tariffs on Japanese imports, would Japan retaliate?
Dude. These guys are worse than Twitch chat hoppers.
I am unable to respond to
What was the question? I didn't actually listen to that one.
theoretical question. That's the official answer that we have.
That's a very good answer. Very good answer.
Mr. Prime Minister, the President's affinity for tariffs is well known.
Oh, God.
If the U.S. places tariffs on Japanese imports, would Japan retaliate?
Dude. These guys are worse than Twitch chat hoppers.
I am unable to respond to a theoretical question. That's the official answer that we have.
That's a very good answer. Very good answer. Wow. That's very good. He knows what he's doing. Thank you very much, everybody.
Oh, my God. Wow.
And that was President Donald Trump
Mainstream media got shut down again.
meeting with Japanese Prime Minister Ishiba. They were hosting this joint
That was a
news
good one?
conference,
Yeah, it was.
taking questions
You said it's a
from
dumb
the
question?
media, and
Yes.
this covered a range of topics. I do want to show you a live look out of Washington, D.C.
Like if Donald Trump were gonna bomb fucking North Korea, what would you do? You know, I can't fucking answer that question. It's theoretical. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, zip it. It's not gonna happen. You know?
See right now as
Chill
we
your beans.
recap a lot of detail here of what was discussed. Again, this was the first face-to-face meeting between President Trump and Japanese Prime Minister.
He actually did smile. Look, you know, like, how are you supposed to answer that question? You know? If Donald Trump bloody did some tariffs, what would you do? You know, would you retaliate? Would you retaliate? No one's gonna answer that question. Nobody in power is gonna. I mean, maybe Donald Trump might answer that question, but he's probably the only person on the planet that would fucking answer that question.
Samurai answer.
They discussed a range of topics, one of them being North Korea. We did hear from the Prime Minister through a translator. He said that their goal is to address their nuclear and missile program.
Man,
and they say
that's fucking funny.
Trump and Ashiba say
Asians
it is a
don't have
threat
time
to
for that
Japan
Reddit
and
shit?
the U.S.
I
They're
guess so.
working towards
Un broker che si chiama Optima.
Blah, blah, blah.
Here we go.
And here's the picture. I wish I was as handsome as him, but I'm not.
There's so much shit to talk about, you know. Like, actual, like, things that have been fucking, you know, fucking conspiracy fucking theory, you know, you're a fucking conspiracy nut. Like, it's all coming out, you know, it's like, it's literally all coming out. Like, it's all bloody... It's all public knowledge now. Everybody knows that everybody is a fucking conspiracy nut. And this used to be a crazy conspiracy. Exactly. Yeah. Like, all this shit used to be crazy conspiracy. I used to be fucking crazy conspiracy. JoeKingAudits, you know. That's what my name was. Crazy JoeKingAudits conspiracy nut. You know, it's all fucking coming out now, you know. Weird.
So this is a 19-year-old high school graduate who has used the unfortunate nickname Big Balls online. So that.
I wonder why this Karen thinks that Big Balls is an unfortunate name. Yeah, why we're gonna get tone police by some fucking Karen? Get out of here.
That would be one way that we could refer to him. He is now working at Musk's behest.
That's right.
Inside Doge. And we looked into his background.
And this is an official CNN broadcast. Why?
This is an official CNN. Talking about big balls. You know,
Doge Teen, aka Big Balls Online, has access to government systems.
What do you expect? It's called fucking Big Balls for a reason, you know?
He's in. What I find to be so funny about this is that basically every person in the federal government, if you work for the federal government, you have access to systems and classified and private information of citizens.
Not necessarily.
Like
you shouldn't have. You should only have access to what you need to do your job. Like, that's how it works in England, you know. You shouldn't have access to fucking everything, you know. but yeah, I mean, yeah, he should have access, yeah. He should have access.
You go through a whole process of this. They act like this is some kind of a big fucking secret or like some kind of crazy thing. Everybody...
Yeah, the government has access to all your details, yeah. True.
He has this. Even I had this.
And so we found, you know,
You have access to IP addresses, you know, because you're a fucking popular streamer, and you know you've got to protect yourself.
several notable things, Aaron. One of which is that this individual has founded multiple companies, including one with another unfortunate name, Tesla.sexy LLC.
Why is that unfortunate? What's
Because they're trying to fucking degrade the person that they're talking about. Probably.
Fortunate about that. I think that's funny. We have these tone policing middle-aged Karens that are sitting around trying to fucking tone police everybody's jokes. This isn't unfortunate, it's fucking funny.
Which he established in 2021. He would have been around 16 years old. Now, this LLC controls dozens of web domains. So, Kara, you know, you hear this, and you have known...
Great. So now we have 3 Karen.
Have you heard about fucking Pornhub gate, you know? Have you heard about Pornhub? Like, fucking all the porn sites. They've taken down all, like, millions of videos because they're not sure if they're underage or not. Not verified. So all you get nowadays is just fucking verified porn on Pornhub. And all the porn on the internet is from Pornhub, you know. MindGeek used to call it. It's now called ILO or ALO or something. AYLO. And they're trying to rebrand because they've realised they've been selling child porn, basically, for God knows how many years. Like, basically, whoever wants to put fucking porn on the website, you know, they can. And so they've had to delete all the fucking videos, and you know, some of them are legit, but you know, you can't keep any of it because it's not verified. You know, you're not a verified user. You're not verified overage. You're not verified that you're overage. You were overage at the time. Like hundreds of millions of videos have been deleted because Pornhub has been selling child porn for God knows how long, and like I watch porn, like I'm not gonna deny it, and I noticed that porn, like the porn standards have gone down completely. But like all the porn sites are controlled by Pornhub, which I didn't know, you know. Fucking like every popular porn site is Pornhub. Like all of them, you know. You can go to fucking X Hamster, you know. I mean, I'm not sure if X Hamster is, but you know, like fucking every Google search comes up with Pornhub, basically. Like, it doesn't matter if it's called Pornhub, it could be called fucking your dad's ass or whatever it's called. Mum's tits. Like, it's all the same company, Pornhub. Like, all the porn sites are all fucking the top of the Google search. And apparently they are shady as fuck. They're based in Canada. It's controlled by a majority shareholder of one man who lives in Canada. Well, I don't know if he lives in Canada anymore, but he was from Canada. And yeah. That's insane. It's like Pornhub gate. Look it up. You'll see how fucking crazy it is. Like all the porn that you ever watch, all from Pornhub, and You know, it don't matter if you're on Pornhub or not. It's all fucking same shit. All standardized. You know, boring bullshit. You know, boring fucking shit, fucking free content. So they can sell their own website. You know, it's just content so they can sell themselves. That's what porn is. You know. Porn is content. Keep you interested enough so they can sell their adverts and keep you fucking watching another video, going to another site because fucking their porn's shit. So you go to another site, and like the other site is Pornhub, you know. Even if it's not Pornhub, you know, it's still controlled by the same company. Like they have so many websites. It's ridiculous. And I noticed it like a long time ago, and I was just like, I keep scrolling down. Like, there's got to be a different porn site, you know. There's got to be like a different. No, there's no different porn sites, you know. It's all fucking same porn sites, you know. You can't find a different porn site. You know, you can scroll down as many pages as you want. You can't find a different porn site. It always goes back to fucking same shit. Like, Google just fucking constantly shows Pornhub websites. It's annoying.
So this is the Council of Karens to complain about big balls is now a government.
If you wanted an app,
great.
If you wanted to create an app, you know, an app that fucking searches anything other than Pornhub websites, you know, you'd make a killing, you know, I tell you. Create an app that just misses out all Pornhub websites. Anything owned by Pornhub, just delete that from your search engine. You'd make a killing out of that app, I tell you.
That's what we need.
Not
Sounds like
even
a
joking.
smart kid. Yeah, no, I totally support him. I don't know what he said, but I support him. Do you stand with big balls? I do. I stand with big balls. Absolutely.
Elon Musk for years. So now you look at these young men who are now in data and in the private information about maybe hundreds of...
And you know what's really funny is that all the memes about how 4chan is auditing the government, it turns out that pretty much all of them are true. Because I heard that Big Balls also made a bunch of racist posts too.
Like Elon Musk is auditing the government, you know. Well, his people are auditing the government, you know, and Donald Trump has like elected them to do so, you know. It's like fucking Elon Musk. You have some intelligent people. You want a fucking job, audit the government, you know. We'll fucking pay you. Like, who fucking does that? On your own fucking terms as well. Like, imagine if England did that, you know. Like, fuck me, man. How good would that be, you know? Imagine if like, you know, fucking audit Britain, audit the government, you know. Just put some people in charge and just audit the shit out of the government, every fucking penny. You know, I'd want to do it. I want to do it, you know, but I'm not good. I'm not good at maths, you know. I can't fucking. I can't add up all fucking government spending, you know. You need someone that's fucking meticulous in fucking maths, you know. Like I used to be able to do that shit, you know. I used to spend a lot of time fucking doing not equations, but like, you know, fucking sums. I used to spend a lot of time doing sums, like energy sums and fucking like costs and, you know, fucking food costs and, you know, how much I spend and how much everyone's got to spend on fucking electricity and, you know, Like, I did up maths for the place where I used to live, and I says, you owe this much, and this is why you owe this much. You know, I came here before you. This is how much was like owed. So you owe that much for that time. And then I came, and this is how much the bill is after that fact. Even though the bill was like, you know, it was a lump sum. But I worked out every kilojoule of energy that was spent over the whole time, averaged it out, and then I pay this much from when the time I was there, and they pay that much, and like fucking that much from the time that like they've been there when I've been here, you know. And like it's like I don't understand all that, you know. I'm not paying all that. I'm like, that's how much you owe, you know. That's it. You know, I owe this much, you owe that much, you know. It seems reasonable, you know, seeing as you've been here longer than me. Like, I'm just sorting out bills, you know. It's like, I'm not paying that. And I'm like, well, if you don't pay, I'm not fucking paying it. So, like, I don't know who's going to pay bills, you know. But if you don't put up the money right now, you know, like, I can't help you, you know. And like I've only been living here for fucking so long, you know. I don't have a. You've been living here for ages, you know. You're gonna get kicked out, bro. I don't have a fucking allegiance to this place. Like I left anyway. Didn't pay one penny. Right, see you later, bro. See you later, bro. I'm out. You're not gonna pay bills. I'm not paying bills, man. You don't even pay bills, so why the fuck would I pay bills? Are you stupid? I've got to move out because you won't pay bills, you know. So you deal with it. You know, it's your fucking problem now. See you later. I did all fucking maths for you. You still don't fucking appreciate it, so fuck you. You were black, by the way. You were blacker than fucking black. You were fucking African. Like, I couldn't even understand the word they were saying most of the time. All they wanted to do was get stoned and fucking play games. Although they did work hard. I'll give him that. He used to work hard, but he used to fucking play computer games even harder. Even fucking more than me. And that's saying something, you know. But yeah, all he used to play was FIFA. He was just obsessed with FIFA. I was like, do you want to play FIFA? And I'm like, yeah, go on then. It's like, you're shit at this game. I'm like, fucking, like, I used to play Pro Evolution Soccer, you know? Like, it's like, oh yeah, I've got that. And it's like, do you want to play it? And no. FIFA's better. I'm like, fucking, I'll beat you up, I don't want to play that. Well, you know, fuck you, fuck you all then. Of course you're gonna beat me at FIFA, you know. You play it fucking more than me, you know. Like, I haven't played the new FIFA until fucking today. Of course you're gonna beat me at it, you know. It won't play Pro Evolution Soccer. Like, it's old, you know. It's old. Like, I'll still whoop your ass. I was like, no, you won't. You won't beat me at FIFA. Pro Evolution Soccer. Won't even have me one game, you know. Won't even have me one game, even though he's got the game. Like, fucking ridiculous. Ridiculous. In fact, I did play one game with somebody else, and I beat him, but he was good. He were actually good. I only just beat him 1-0, and like I scored first goal quite early, and that guy was relentless. He was shooting at my goal, fucking left, right, and centre. Like, good shots as well, but my keeper kept saving it. Thank God. Oh, I kept blocking it. Like, kept getting shots away though. It was fucking scary. I've never been good at fucking shooting on FIFA. Like I got lucky with the first goal. Like it just dropped to my feet and I just fucking pressed fucking circle and just went in. You know. Well, I crossed it and then it fucking bounced off or something, and then it just landed to my feet and I just pressed circle and just went in. I think it was my player it bounced off, to be honest. I'll try to fucking do a scissor kick or something, you know. Like it came behind me and I tried to do a scissor kick and it just bounced off my chest. And then went to be player behind me and that was my player and I just shot it and went in. But you know, it's because I have fucking 3 strikers. Like I had to change all the team around. It was quite funny because I couldn't find the players that I wanted to play. Because like it was exactly the same game as I remembered it, but it wasn't the same players, and that's because there were updates that you used to get for Pro Evolution Soccer that updated it to like the newest players. So I had Gigs and Skulls and actually I didn't actually have Skulls. I had fucking Ronaldo, Giggs, and Rooney. So I might have had 5 strikers up front. I had 2 on wing, but they were interchangeable. Like I had to change all fucking change all fucking system for that. Ronaldo, Giggs actually was on the right side of not the right wing, but he was on the right side of the striker. Wait, how many strikers are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had 5 strikers. Sort of. Like fucking my defenders were like wingers, you know. I had 2 in defence, basically, and 2 on the wings. And then 1 in midfield. Just 1 in midfield. What the fucking hell there is. I I used to use the same fucking formation every single time when I played my mates. Like, they didn't know what to do. I couldn't do no because like when I didn't have the ball, my wingers used to stay back. But when I did have the ball, my wingers used to go forward, and I had fucking too many players up front. I could just pass it around, like in basically a penalty box. They had no chance because like you can't even set a fucking. You can't even set a fucking formation to that apart from the same formation, maybe. It was a bit of it was a bit of a glitch, really, because you know it shouldn't like in football it won't be that easy, but because like teams are standardised, I found a way around. So I could play football like without having to fucking play football. To be honest, like I used to give away a lot of goals. It was a high risk, high reward strategy. I used to give a lot of goals, but you know, I used to get a lot of goals as well. It was a bit like luck, but you know, I wasn't as good as my mates, so I needed all luck that I could get. I didn't always used to win, like, I'll admit it, but you know, I beat my mates a lot, and I wasn't very happy. and then I just have to. I used to have to defend. I used to have to defend most of the time, basically. Well, we're really good at defending, so.
Millions of American citizens as young as 19, the big balls here that Katie's talking about. Most of them are in their early.
They're obsessed with talking about their age, you know. I would say that is like ageist, you know. These people are in charge of the government treasury. They're 19 years old, right? They're obsessed with talking about their age. Like these, like Sky News, as well, came out and said something about it. You know, like I can't remember what it said, but it was just like fucking, you know, young people in charge of the treasury or something, like, you know, like that was the title of the video, like on YouTube. I was just like, that's ageist, man. Like, why are you bringing age into it? You know, it's like, how young, like how old are you allowed to be in charge of the treasury? You know, you've got to be fucking 40, 50 years old to be in charge of the treasury. No, there's no age limit. You know, like, why are you bringing age into it?
20s. There's an exception I'm going to get to in a minute. I'm curious though, Kara, how well does even Musk know these young men, do you think?
I have no idea.
What a stupid question. How does it know, how well does he know him? Like, why, what does that matter? You know? Like, he employed them because they had a good interview and they were competent, and like, that's why he knows they fucking can do the job, you know? Like, that's all you need to know about people, you know? Can you do the job? Like, you don't need to know, like, all the fucking, you know, life story and shit, you know? You need to know, like, what job do you want them to do? How well the interview goes? Like, and what your competencies are. When you're going through the interview, you find out what the competencies are. And then you fucking, you know, you put them in the job that is best suited for them, you know? Like, you don't need no, like...
Yeah, I think there's no vetting whatsoever, as you can see, that's taken.
No vetting. It's fucking, like, he's interviewed him for an interview to do a job. Like, what do you call that? Is that not vetting? Like you're talking about vetting for, like, the fucking, the treasury, you know? There were no fucking, like, how are you supposed to fucking vet for that, you know? Donald Trump goes to Elon Musk. Yo, have you got some intelligent people that can fucking do maths and shit? Yeah. Can you fucking sort out the treasury? Like, how are you supposed to vet for that, you know? You know? It's like, because fucking the government's not doing a fucking good job, you know? Can you audit the government for us, please? Because, like, I don't think the government's doing a good job, you know? The government's not fucking doing it right, you know? Like, how are you supposed to vet for that, you know? Like, where are you supposed to get them people from, you know? You have to fucking... It'd take fucking years. It'd take years for you to find new people or a new fucking system where you could audit the government and sort everything out, you know? And vet all these people. It'd take years for that, you know? But what Donald Trump has done, which is genius, is just gone, have you got some intelligent people that can audit the government for me, please, Elon Musk? Yeah, I'll see what I can do, you know? Give me some money, I'll sort that out for you. And guess what? Fucking loads of people that fucking love doing maths, loves doing fucking sums, you know, very happy to audit the government all day long, you know, and you're complaining.
Place it took Katie and the really great team. Wired has done an astonishing job here. You know, I could make a joke that's probably why he was hired for all this ridiculous nonsense and other nefarious things, but you know, there's a
ridiculous nonsense and nefarious things. Which ones? Which ridiculous nonsense and nefarious things? I bet you shouldn't talk about one fucking ridiculous nonsense or nefarious things. Like she's like, she could go on forever about talking about all the nefarious fucking things and ridiculous nonsense, but she's not going to do that because she has nothing.
expressions in technology.
Because, like, she's realised that fucking, oh, these people are actually competent, you know? Like, they're not ridiculous. They're not fucking nonsense. They're actually fucking big balls, you know? They're actually big balls. They've got big balls, you know? And you don't like big balls in your mouth. You can all see that. Because you're a lesbian. But, you know, just to be fucking frank, she looks like a lesbian. I don't know, you know, I don't want to be judgmental, but she's a fucking lesbian. Why are you wearing a scarf inside, by the way, you know? Why? Hamas scarf. Is that a Hamas scarf? Of course it is.
It's not it's a feature, not a bug.
I think I can squeeze in here.
Left a little bit.
It's a feature, not a bug.
That's true.
So this is a 19-year-old.
That's exact.
That's what I said. It's fucking, yeah, true. It's a feature, not a bug. True. It's a feature, not a bug.
Uh-oh, this is gonna be fucking funny. Oh god, this is gonna be good. Are you guys ready? Oh shit, you might not be happy.
Is this a man or a woman? Like, you know, just make your mind up before she talks. You know, make your mind up now. Type in chat.
About it, but big balls is what peak performance looks like. Well, here's the funny thing about it. So basically what happened is that this guy, and I can go back and I'll watch the video in a minute, but so this guy ends up
Hawk Tour girl. Is she fucking still fucking doing shit?
No one elected big balls. Personally, I voted for big balls, and
nobody elected big balls. What a stupid fucking comment. Like, yeah. But nobody elected the FBI either, but you know, they still exist. You know? It's not fucking... big balls is not fucking the president, you know? Just like the FBI is not the president. Stupid fucking... The Joint Chiefs are not the president, and fucking the general of fucking the army is not the fucking president, you know? Like, nobody else did them either, but you know, you've still got them, you know? What a stupid fucking comment.
so Elon Musk did a poll on Twitter about should he bring big balls back to Doge or not.
Bring back at Dodge staffer who made inappropriate statements via a new lead. Yes, bring back so names. Bring back big balls.
78% of people want big balls back. And even the best part about this is even JD Vance. I'll show you. Here's my view. I obviously disagree with some of his posts, but I don't think some stupid social media activity should ruin a kid's life. We shouldn't reward journalists who try to destroy people ever. So I say bring him back. Now, if he's a bad dude or a member of or a terrible member of the team, fire him for that. Yeah. So big balls is making a comeback in a big way. And then that's why they asked Trump. And so Trump was like, yeah, I'll just go with whatever JD goes with. That's fine. Actually huge? Yes. All right, here we go. Let's watch it.
Donald Trump's shock and awe strategy, which is starting to feel a lot like more shock and a little less awe. He's been making a blizzard of moves in these first 18 days of his second administration, meant to inspire fear and outrage, creating problems and then pretending to solve them so that he can look like a...
Why? Because it's called big balls. Like, why is it? How is he fucking bringing outrage? You know, like, you say all these words, but you know you don't give any problems and then pretending to solve them. It's not solving no. Is fucking is doing maths and is, you know, it's like just showing you that you're fucking ripping the taxpayers off, you know. Like, is an accountant, you know. He's just an accountant. Like, he's just doing maths. He's just doing his job, bro. Like, the problems are the government's been ripping the fucking people off. The government's been ripping the people off for God knows how long, you know. And like that's why it's fucking costing the taxpayer so much money.
Savior keeping his promises.
The problems are real, you know. The problems are real. He's just like showing you the problems and
to his base. And while it's all really bad and destructive, I think it's important to sort out the actual fires from the smoke and mirrors. Because let's face it,
why do you talk in metaphors when you're not actually talking about anything? Fires from the smoke and mirrors. Right, the fire is the problem, you know. The guy came in, showed you the problem, which is the fire, as well. And you still don't fucking admit, you still don't acknowledge that, you know. And he pretends to be a saviour because he's right, you know. Like, he's not pretending to be a saviour. He is actually the saviour, you know. But you don't like fucking. You don't like it because he's young. Is that it? And you're talking metaphors because you can't fucking like talk. You can't even say what you're talking about because you're wrong, you know. Like, have you really ever realised about that about people? They always talk in metaphors or, you know, in code or like fucking cryptic when they don't want to slander somebody because they know that they are right, but they'll talk everything bad about this person that has nothing to do with like what is actually going on, you know. I've seen it. Like I've seen it, like Boris Johnson, like Boris Johnson's just Boris Johnson, you know. He is what he is, you know. That's what he is. Everyone's like talking in code, like Boris Johnson, rah rah, you know. Fucking, he's a fire, and is also water. And, you know, he does fucking, you know, some wind as well, you know. But he never fucking does no fucking stone, you know, and ground, you know. He's always fucking on the fucking plane, you know. What are you on about? What the fuck are you on about? What's he done wrong, you know? He's such a bad guy, like, but he's always on fire. He's fucking burning up, you know. He's losing his fucking flame right now because fucking people are sick of him, and, you know, because he's done bad things. I'm not going to tell you them bad things because you all know what them bad things are, but, you know, he's on fire and he's burning out, you know. Like, it's just what are you on about? You not fucking said anything, you know. And all mainstream media do the same thing, you know. They talk bullshit, because they don't want to slander the person, so they just talk bullshit, make it seem like it's worse than it's not. Sensationalism without actually fucking being sensational, you know. And then they're talking metaphors to try and say that you're bad. It's like, yeah, but like, what? Why? You know, why is he bad? Like, what did he do that's bad? I'm not telling you that. You know, figure it out for yourself. You know, do your research. What? What?
Can't react to everything effectively all at the same time. But that's what autocrats and coup leaders want, right? Mm-hmm. While we're running from fire to fire, Trump and Elon's little Doge gang.
See, fire. Like, I fucking call it fire. Trump and Elon's little Doge gang, you know, like. Right, what's wrong with Trump and Elon's little Doge gang?
Are dismantling our federal government from
dismantling our federal government from within. Okay, that's the most sense you've made. Dismantling our federal government from within. Like, yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. That, you know, they've made no fucking secret about that. They're dismantling the government because they're not fit for purpose. You know, they've been ripping off the taxpayers for too long, you know. Apparently. Allegedly. That's what's going on, you know. Like, and to think that you think that they haven't been doing that, you know, and like it's better to keep them people employed. It's just completely blindness from you, you know. You're just completely blind, because if you think the government's not corrupt, You're stupid, you know. They've always been corrupt. They're wasting money, taxpayers' money. Like, they've been wasting fucking money for fucking years, man. Like, there's no doubt in my mind, and everyone knows it. And, like, it's about time that fucking somebody fucking drained the fucking swamp, you know. Like, you can get Elon Musk to fucking do it for fucking 10% of the fucking price that you pay these fucking fools, you know. And they waste all the money after that, you know. They waste it. You pay them more money than Elon Musk's fools, as you call them, you know. You pay them less money, and they get the job done better, and they don't waste as much money as the fucking government, you know. It's win-win.
That's what people voted for. Yeah, that's not a bug, that's a feature.
That's what people voted for. They're sick of fucking... They're sick of the government wasting their money. Like, that's why everybody voted for Trump. Like, that's what they wanted. Everybody wanted Trump. Like, everybody across the planet wants Trump. Everybody, like every fucking country on the planet wants a Trump, you know. Somebody to fucking sort out the government. Just drain the swamp, you know. Just fucking, just take them all out. Like, whether he's right or wrong, you know. Like everybody on the planet wants that, you know. Why not do it, you know? Why not do it? If that's what everybody wants, just do it. If it doesn't work, you know, fucking say, you know, we tried, you know. Like, I'd fucking do it. If I were Prime Minister of England, I'd fucking drain. I would sack so many people. Like, I would fucking look into all sorts of shit, you know. I'd look at councils, you know. Like, any council that's been wasting money, sack them all, you know, get rid of them. That's the thing about like fucking America, you know. America has states. We have councils in England, and it's basically the same thing. But, you know, Trump will look at like certain states in America, like California, and like, you know, he'll fucking sort it out, you know. But he can't fucking sort them all out. But what he can do is sort out fucking the treasury that's fucking giving all these fucking people money. Because they're also complicit in fucking like giving these council people money, and that's what I would do. But I would also fucking do the councils as well, because the councils are not a big deal in England. There's not actually that many councils. There's still a lot of councils, but, you know, like I would look at every council in England. Yeah, I'm going to bed. Like, that was Asmongold TV. Yeah, I'm reconnecting because my battery's dead. JoeKingAudits out, like, subscribe.